Welcome to Seven-Sided Die's Carpathian Adventure. Travel back 700 years to the early 1300s. Castles like this dot the countryside. The Hungarian Empire, or Carpathian Empire, is at its zenith. The nascent Ottomans are on the rise, and neither Holy nor Roman nor an empire, Holy Roman Empire, battles within. England and France fight one another. As the Templars recede into history, the Teutons are on the rise. Welcome to the Carpathian Adventure. This was a great hall. There would have been a roaring fire. It would have been adorned with Gothic windows. This might be where our adventuring party might gather. Let's meet them.
From the kingdom of Aragon, I am Zyman Val. I ventured forth with few possessions and little coin, save an ancient tomb I searched to decipher. But I've struggled to find clues, and at times, food. While freezing in the Alps, fate crossed my path with a shining knight and the champions of the sun. Having aided me in a desperate time, they have earned my service and my friendship. Now, using my wizardry, I fight by their side.
I am Balder, a Norseman, a soldier, and an eldritch knight. I left my home to leave politics behind, only to be dogged by it across Europe. I first met the Champions of the Sun outside a small town in Hungary. Together, we battled Ottoman raiders and vampires. The Champions gave me purpose again, and where it takes me, I know not, but I know I want to be a part of it.
I am Kip Kaelin, Ranger of the North, and I am lost. Hailing all the way from Garin in Scotland, I have faced great tragedy, losing all those dear to me. I am haunted by that fateful night, and what was taken from me. I face defeat at every turn, attempting to enact revenge on those that did this to us. And when all my strength, resources, and allies, save for my trusted wolf Lycoa, was depleted, I stumbled upon the Champions of the Sun at the Battle of Sutut. I decided to ally myself with these seemingly capable and worthy adventurers to aid me in putting the lost to rest. It is what she would want, or so she seems to indicate.
I am Edric, and I am from England. I spent most of my youth in the Navy. Climbing the ranks, I was granted land and title. However, I did not fit in. A heretic to most, I fled, leaving my wife and children behind. In the city on mines, I met a group that changed my life forever, the Champions of the Sun. In time, perhaps they might help me reunite with my family.
I am Borith, the Cave Bear. I come from a tribe of barbarians that once lived in the mountains of the Badenweiler. While on my sacred spirit quest, my tribe and family were attacked, with none left alive. I now seek the power to avenge my people. With my rage, I grow stronger, and with the Champions of the Sun, I seek a path to restore and preserve my people's culture and rid this world of any evil that stands in my way.
I am Vilela. I hail from far-off Ethiopia. With no brothers, my noble father indulged my obsession with self-defense. On business in Rome, my family was accosted, but my skills enabled me to defeat our attackers. My desire to fight crime fueled. In my travels, I made a powerful enemy who may now pursue me. Near the Drusistine, I met a stoic knight and the Champions of the Sun. Now, in a strange land, I hope they can help me deliver justice to criminals, or death.
I am Matthias, of the House of Bathory. Knight Baron of Carpathia. With my traveling companion, Ambria, I was dragged into a whirlwind path by a rogue monk. But those I have met since then have earned my respect. And, more importantly, my trust.
Welcome to the Carpathian Adventure. Hey. Welcome, I'm Tom. Thank you for joining us. We're a group of gamers who get together in real life to play Dungeons and Dragons. Some of us are military, others are in construction, although having left construction. Still others retail managers, a few are in IT, we're parents, students, etc. So we do this strictly for fun. We hope you enjoy it nonetheless. There were quite a few thank yous in our open, except one, you. We'd like to thank you, our Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter followers, as well as our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for joining us. If you have not already, please follow on Twitch. Please like on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, please subscribe on YouTube. And I did not check, but I think it's somewhere around, still around the same number. Around 419 of you great folks are subscribing on YouTube, and about 460 plus on Facebook. If during the stream you follow on Twitch, or if you subscribe on YouTube, your username will pop up on the screen. To all of you, thank you. What's going on in the campaign? The party is building strength and gathering allies to defeat the powerful vampire named Bayuk Osman Ghazi. In their effort to do so, they are collecting parts to create a powerful magical weapon. A series of battles and a siege later, they acquired the Heilige Lanza, or the lancet from the Spear of Destiny. The DM believes they are now in search of at least 2 other parts, and perhaps a staff and a power source. The party started the last session in the city of Mines. It was late at night. In the Carpathian Adventure on Earth, dragonborn dwarves, gnomes, halflings, half-orcs, half-elves, tieflings, and elves, etc. are not just people that look different. While some player characters are oblivious to such realities, they are mythical creatures, aberrations to some, and feared by many, if not all. With that, years into adventuring with the party, Kip Kaelin's true nature as an elf was discovered by townspeople, and he was not welcome. The party left the Vaganticum Inn and went to the Mines Cathedral. Meeting with the bishop, they sought refuge. Having met such a mythical creature, and after a long discussion, an astonished, if not stunned, Bishop Frederick offered them passage out of the city. Accepting, the bishop's assistant, Bekta, escorted the party to a large wagon. Boarding, he quietly escorted the party out of town. Slightly more than a few hours south of town, they were dropped near another small town, or smaller town, Ludwigshafen. Finding a tavern, the party took refuge in an effort to finish a long rest they started. In the tavern, Kip had a surreal, perhaps unreal moment with someone from his past. Someone only he saw. Balder and Borith restrained him and slowly brought him back to their reality. Galela went shopping for a makeshift disguise kit for Kip. Presenting the idea to him, it, quote, amused and intrigued Kip as well as the DM. Kip and Edric also had an in-depth conversation regarding their pasts. Simon more closely examined the preserved and silver hands of the 12-foot-tall Roman general Drusus that they recently fought. Then Galela, Borith, and Edric had a knife-throwing contest. Exploring the town, the next day, Simon and Galela came upon a crowd and a commotion near a well. There was a body draped over the well's lip. They did a cursory investigation and then retrieved Balder and Edric. Shortly thereafter, Kip and a reluctant Borith joined the party. Everyone but Borith and Edric saw a dead, old, frail man, possibly a minor noble. While observing, an elderly woman, Espousée Prahé, pushed forward through the crowd. Seeing the man, she threw herself upon him, wailing. Edric, on the other hand, saw the body of an early middle-aged stout warrior, possibly an archer, laying over the lip of the well. Nearby, there was a middle-aged woman, Vuve. Beside her was her weeping son. Eventually, Kip and Borith arrived. Unlike the others, Borith saw a burly individual. When he approached, he saw 2 crows land next to the body. One plucked out an eye. Examining the body closer, he saw himself. He then immediately turned and left the square. In the square in Ludwigshafen, we rejoin the party. Welcome back, guys.
Huzzah!
Huzzah, very quiet, very subdued. I'm not sure why. You are standing all by a well. What are you guys doing? Borith, let me ask you first. Where are you going when you turned and you beat feet away?
I'm just walking away. There's really no necessarily intended location. I guess probably back towards the inn in that direction because that's where I know, but not in a great frame of mind.
Okay.
Right? So
Understood.
Yeah, just kind of blankly just walking away and sort of maybe mumbling to
I think the rest of the party is there, including Mattias. Mattias, hopefully you picked up on all of that. I know you weren't here last week. You're standing next to the well with Simon, Balder, Kip, and Galela.
Actually, I went chasing after Borith. I remember.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I did. And I said,
We lost
"Stay
the last 30
together."
minutes of the stream. I will repost it, but it was the file was so corrupted. It's beyond recognition. So, but the audio is amazingly good. So up until
one night you were testing it and it came up. It was like 7-sided die is true. It was like, what night is it? I panicked. I was like,
with some of your suggestions by Discord, I spent a whole night, much to Deb's chagrin, whole night troubleshooting it. Anyway, Reiner, you are in the square as well. Hopefully you picked up on a general gist of what is going on. Zubaydah, you see Borith turn and start walking away, just exactly what he described. You're following. What are you guys doing?
Can I? How far is he? How far did you get from me?
Roll a d20.
not probably. I think I just kind of pushed through the crowd, whatever. Like there was kind of like a circle of a crowd.
15.
He's 15 feet from you.
Okay, I'm gonna walk fast, catch up, and like pivot and stand in front of him.
I'm looking everywhere for anything out of the ordinary, like somebody watching us. I'm looking for anything, any sort of out of place. Anybody who seems to be like sitting back observing, a very paranoid state.
You peer around. You've turned. Your back is toward the well, and I assume you might peer back at some point. There's a crowd around this well. The guards at, I think it was somebody's suggestion, I'm not sure who it was, suggested that the children be backed up, and they've tried to back people up, but people are gawking, trying to figure out, and there's whispers among them. Roll me in a investigation check. It's chaotic at the moment, still, if you will.
Oh, let's see. Oh, 14.
A 14. You glance about, and you think very briefly you saw a figure, but it's gone at the moment.
Okay. Like I saw a figure on the side of the street, like...
Yeah, it was almost nondescript. It was a fighter you saw. He was a big burly guy with a reddish beard and a metal helmet. And he was there, and you're glancing around. You took notice of him. You look back, and he's gone.
Okay. All right.
Zubaydah, you walk briskly somewhere between a walk and a dash, and you catch up, and you see Borith scanning back and forth in this square. It's cool. It's comfortable out. It's a little bit, it's sunny, just like it is today. It's an open, wide square, something like what you see, but perhaps a little bit larger. He turns and he's looking about. What are you doing?
I'm not gonna face the way he's facing. I'll face toward him. Like, what did you see?
I'm just keep walking, and I'm on my breath. I'm just saying, this is what happens. You go too long. This is what's gonna happen. I'm doing too long. I can't keep doing this, and I'm just gonna keep walk right by him. Walk right by her, like she's not even there, and I'm very paranoid and very nervous, like looking all around in every direction, and it's almost like as if you're not even there. I'm just looking right past you and just talking to myself.
Can I attempt to like put my hand on
Of
her
course you
chest?
can. Roll a strength or athletics versus strength or athletics, please.
No. No.
You put your hand up, trying to stop him, to physically stop him,
Maybe not stop him, but just like
but not like
a slap.
a fight.
Like when he walks into it, it's like a slap.
So you
to, like,
put
break
your
him
hand
out
up,
of
and
whatever
it's
state.
almost like he's not even aware that you're there, and he just kind of pushes against it, not angrily, but almost not without even recognizing that you're physically present there at the moment.
Your arm shatters.
No.
It's gonna catch up. It's gonna catch up to me, and
Turns into an anime.
there's got to be a witch or something. Like there's got to be something around.
Born.
Where is it? It's
Whatever
gotta
it
be witches.
is, wants us to separate.
It's got to be a witch. There's got to be somewhere around here. I just got to find it. I just got to find the witch.
Okay, that's you guys. The four of you, Zyman, Balder, Kip, and Mattias. You're standing relatively close to the proximity. You see the body draped over it. The guards are doing the best kind of inspection that you can. You get the impression, just watching them closely, that this is not something that they're accustomed to dealing with. Some are pulling out little small notepads and making sketches. One other one turns to a group of people going among them. Did you see anything? In Deutsch, German, asking the individuals, sagen Sie noch anything? And that's what you hear going on and see going. What are you guys doing? Reiner, Mark, Ryan, Jess.
Is Borith gonna be alright?
I feel like I missed the last part of whatever.
I don't think I've ever seen him react that way over a
He
dead
usually
body.
doesn't get queasy like that.
No.
No, very odd. Very odd.
Do we have any idea of what happened here? Just somebody's dead, and that's it?
The guard said all of a sudden a body appeared draped over the well.
Why is Borith wandering around?
He went and looked at the body and something about it frightened him. He ran away.
Borith didn't want to come to begin with, so I don't know.
Maybe he's just hungry. You know how he gets when he doesn't have enough chicken?
This doesn't seem like his hungry anxiety. This seems something else.
Maybe he ate one of the sausages and needs a beer.
Maybe.
I guess I'll approach the body and try to see maybe if I can find out what Borith saw and maybe look for some identification, something on him. I don't know. Did they already do that, or is it just still draped over the well?
You approach, you see a frail old man, possibly a minor noble, his body kind of broken and battered, laying across, kind of back over the wall of the well, as if somebody smashed his body on the well itself. You see an elderly woman, and the other party sees her as well. And I get it. You some of this is kind of new to you. She had previously, just moments before, pushed through the crowd, seeing the old man
on the broken body on the well. She had previously thrown herself upon him, wailing. Zyman, I believe you started to inquire of her and asked her some questions, and she told you that she believed, in its hearing, her husband was having an affair with Otto Faun. That's what you see.
She pointed at a house too, right? That it was an estate of some sort that she was.
I think she like lived in like one of the nicer houses.
Yeah.
So Borith is going to get about 60 feet away, 70 feet away.
Okay.
And then I want it to kind of spin around, complete 180, and look around really quick to see if anybody's following me or if I see anything, if I do an abrupt, like, switch around. And I'm going to start heading back towards the well, like, straight beeline.
Roll me an investigation check.
About 4.
You glance around, you see the crowd. Some of them have been pushed back by the guards. You do see Zyman, Balder, Kip, and Mattias conferring with one another.
Classic Assassin's Creed.
You do.
You just stand still and he won't notice I'm here.
As opposed to what I described to them, you still see that this burly man draped over the well. No one else around. I mean, other than the crowd, there's no one else around wailing.
I don't see the woman.
No, you do not.
Okay. I'm gonna just push right back through the crowd. I'm just gonna like bowl over and just everybody push out of the way.
People start to make
You know
way.
what I mean?
You know, it's awkward, but it's not. You're not trying to hurt somebody. You're just trying to make your way toward the front.
And there's a witch, and I'm gonna go right up to the body. I'm gonna grab the body. I'm gonna pull the body up, and I'm gonna start yelling. Do you not see what I see?
What is going on?
This place is cursed. This place is
Old
cursed.
man's body rest.
There is
What
no
are you
old man
doing?
here. Do you not see? Is this some sort of sick joke?
What? He's an old man.
You don't see him lift a body. You see him shaking there in front of you. The old man that the 4 of you see is still the 5 of you see is still draped over the well. You see him reach down as if he's picking something up and he's shaking it. You do reach down and you pick up the body. You have this body. It is you.
Yeah.
You're looking at yourself, depending on whether you're looking at the front or back.
Yeah.
You pick it up and you have it, and you're strong, but you know this guy's big too.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw the body down to the ground, and I'm gonna start just punching at it. I'm gonna start punching at it, just punching at the body onto the ground.
You see him just punching in space, air punching something.
I don't care if my fists are going right through into the ground, whatever it is. I'm just like.
Matthias walks up towards Borith. Borith.
I'm totally.
You're just almost as if in a rage. You're pounding.
Yeah.
And to you, the body that is there in front of you is just becoming a bloody pulp.
If you're going to take me, just take me. Enough of these games.
I'm gonna make sure that the magic eye that I have is out, like focused, and just where he's punching to see if I can see anything that way.
Help me out here.
It doesn't say anything specific about it. It just says there's other potential abilities.
Okay, understood. You see him air punching at the moment, just wailing away. Sometimes his fist going all the way down to the ground.
There's nothing there. I can't see anything.
Did you hear what I said?
Say it again, please.
I try and reach out and just kind of tap his shoulder.
Borith, you feel Mattias tapping your shoulder.
I'm just pushing it. I'm pushing anything off. I'm just.
Mattias,
anybody that touches me, I'm just shrugging right off right now.
You feel Mattias touch at your shoulder. Mattias, you're standing there. He's just air punching at the ground from your perspective.
Rage tank is
almost as if he is in a rage at this point. Though not a mechanical rage, but a rage at this point. He's just punching away at something. And there off to the side is the well, and there is a broken body of an old frail man bent over this well backwards, as if somebody smashed his spine on the well's lip. But Borith is punching in the air at the ground at something next to
I will.
next to the well.
I'm gonna run up and Matthias, help me. Help me restrain him.
What? Gladly. I reached out and grabbed
And I'll
take hold of one of
I'll just start trying to reason with him, even though I know it might not work. And as we're trying to hold him back, I'm just gonna let him know, Borith, there's nothing there.
If you're going to take me, just take me. If you're going to take me, enough of these games. Witch, show yourself.
I'm gonna look in the well.
You walk up to the well, look into it. It is deep, dark. I mean, to the extent that you can see down, it just descends perhaps 10, 15 feet, and there's clearly water down there, but it has, much like that well in the image, it has a covering over it to protect it from, it's a water source, to protect it from debris falling down inside. So it is dark looking down inside. Are you using anything as a light source, or what are you doing?
Is it weird to just light a torch? I don't really have a...
I should have some in your pack.
You probably have a torch in
I'll
your
get a
pack.
torch and...
No, you're good.
Oh,
Hold on, Matthias. Hold on one second.
I'll get a torch to see if I can...
You pull
brighten
out
it
a
up
torch, you light it, it takes you a few seconds, and you hold it over, and you see the water, and looking down into it, you see the blood from the body that you see on the lip running down the inside into the water, contaminating the well. And looking down, you don't see about 10 to 15 feet down, you see the lapping of the water with blood running down the inside of the wall into it, perhaps some skin or something else, bits of hair that have fallen into the well.
We should pull the body back.
Matthias, I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm working with Balder. I just grabbed Borith's wrist.
Okay, the two of you, Balder, are you grabbing his wrist as well?
I'm probably coming back from behind his shoulders, trying to like hold him back.
So, are you physically trying to restrain him? Okay, so the two of you roll a strength or athletics check. Brian, if you're trying to resist, roll a strength or athletics check.
I want to try to get in front of him and make eye contact with him.
Okay.
Athletics, 27.
I'm not even going to really resist. So I'm going to
26.
I'm just going to kind of like roll over onto my back and lean up against the well, kind of like collapse over to the side, kind of lean back against the well. And I'm just going to say it's my time is running out here. Just show yourself, and I'm going to grab onto my holy symbol, my claw, and I'm just going to start looking around and see if I see anything, like continuously looking to see if I see anything out of the ordinary, any like vampires or anything like that that are normally maybe invisible to anyone else. I'm going to try to focus and look through that.
Give me an investigation check.
That's a 7.
You don't see anything. Nothing comes readily to mind. You see the crowd. A lot of the crowd is watching you at the same time, and the guards, because they know that you spoke German, they can. What's wrong with him?
I do not let the scene disturbs him. I think the old man might remind him of somebody.
Does he know him?
No, I don't think so. I just think it might remind him of some family, and it has upset him.
Remind me? It is me. Doesn't remind me. It is me.
Borith. That is a frail old man.
It's a man.
It is me.
Ask his wife.
Then there's some witchery going on here. There is some witch. I mean, I know it can't be me, but this is me.
Borith.
You were just punching air.
Trying to attack. You were attacking the air. You were hitting the ground. What were you trying to attack?
I was trying to destroy this body. I was trying to see what evil lies behind it.
The body is still on the well.
Are you part of this trickery then?
No, we all see it. The body is still on the well. It's a frail old man.
You are the only one that sees different.
I can only know what I see. And this is my dead body.
Maybe you should go back to the
Where you
tavern
were
and rest.
punching just now.
Maybe I should. But there's evil here.
Borith, there is nothing where you were a moment ago. There is nothing there.
Not to me. I see it. I can feel it. I can touch it. It's real to me. There's something here. There is some evil here. There's some witchery here. I want no part of it.
Well,
There is something here.
pull yourself together.
And the body is still
But I
the
do
body
not
is still me.
think-
I still see it as me.
It is a
But-
bloody
Yeah.
mess,
Yeah.
but it is still you. Yes.
All right.
I believe that you see something, and I believe that it is not of your own conjuration. But I do not believe that it is necessarily an omen.
I cannot stay in this place.
Well, we must rest a little bit longer before we continue back to the Baden-Baden.
I need to get out of here. I need to be home. I need to be back home.
I'll turn and I'll say, Borith, maybe it was a mistake to come out
Why?
here.
Can't you just sit
We
in
should
the
go back to the
back
tavern.
Just
Maybe.
a little later.
Maybe.
Yes. Let us go back.
Yeah, I'll follow Kip.
The two of you turn.
Now that he's calmed down.
I'll be along shortly.
Snap out of it.
8-point stabs.
Oh, and I can't carry him. We'll go back to it. We'll head on back.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading. I'll kind of just follow Kip back and looking in all directions. Just like super paranoia right now.
Yeah. And I'll say, I'm sorry, I didn't. I should have listened to you. We should have
It's only a
stayed.
matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It's gonna happen.
Did you see
I'm doing
something?
this too long.
What did you see?
I told you what I saw. I saw me. That is my body there. This is an omen. It is the future. It is something. It is some sort of witchery.
That is different than the things that I see.
Didn't the guards say someone lived somewhere?
Yeah, that was the
Who was it?
the lady that he was having
Having
an
an
affair
affair.
with.
Espus Rehe said, told you my husband was having an affair with Autre Femme. And she pointed out where Autre Femme's house was.
I'm going to walk alongside them on their way back,
Okay.
but I'm gonna lock arms with Kip and put my hood up to try and lower my head, cover my eyes, and I'm just gonna say, tap me if something happens.
Aye.
And I'm going to look through Abu. And I'm going to have him go as high up as he can. And just kind of sweep and see if I see any shady figures in the vicinity, in a building, a rooftop. Maybe look like at the house of the woman that was in the affair. See if I see anything.
You roll your eyes back up into your head, holding on to Kip's arm so that he balances you as you move forward. Your owl, Abu, white owl, goes up in the air. It's a beautiful day. He flies up around the buildings. It's a combination of thatched roofs and some mixed slate and clay roofs. So a village or city in transition, surrounded by a wooden palisade wall, still rather old school by where you're from and from what you've seen throughout the rest of Europe in your travels. You fly around, but there is a slight rise with a rather nice mansion on it that is clearly some wealth to them. It's a stone and stucco structure with a slate roof. It is the building that was pointed out to you. You don't see anyone there at the moment, but it strikes you as just out of place in this village.
Kip, there's a man with a red beard. There's a man with a red beard. There's a man with a red beard.
So I hear that probably.
Yeah, I'll look around.
Can I see
Sure.
through? And
He
see
says
if
it
I
in
look out
Adventurers
for a
Can't.
man?
I mean, you're kind of in another place at the moment, I believe.
Oh, right.
But you might hear it in the background. But I'm sure they would repeat it to you. So
Can I look? Can I look a little closer at that structure? Just a little.
sure. You fly closer to it. It has large bay windows on the front, a huge porch that seems to go around the front and then slightly back on either side. It's clearly a well-to-do home. Has a nice path going up to it. Embedded along the path on either side, there's rose beds. It almost looks slightly over the top, if not garish, if you will. Roll an insight check.
Oh, nope. That was not very.
I like what you guys. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a rock there. Should have.
That's a one. Yeah.
I mean, it strikes you as
along the walls.
as a very, very nice place, but nothing else seems to.
When Borith says there's somebody with a red beard, Kip will obviously look around. I assume he doesn't see anything, but I'll say, Lakoa, keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes and ears open, and just be on alert, but also at the same time preoccupied by keeping her steady and walking straight.
Okay, so the three of you are generally going back toward the tavern?
Yeah.
Before we get too far, though, from everyone else, I would like to cast message
Okay.
to Simon and say, there is someone, look out for someone with a red beard. We're going back to the tavern.
Cryptic.
I'll answer. Redbeard. Okay. I will look for a man with a red beard. I got it.
Okay. Kip, not Kip. Balder, Zyman, and Mattias are still near the well? Yes?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You see Espus Clehe wailing. The guard is trying to console her and slightly pulling her away from the body. They're trying to lift the body off of the well lip at this point. A group of guards have brought over a small board to try and put the body on, and they've brought over some tarps. And you get the impression, without an insight check, that they're going to try and move it off of the well and then to try and move it elsewhere.
I want to take a look at that body.
Okay.
But I walk up to the guards and assist in moving the body onto the board. But then I stop them from leaving for a moment while I just do a cursory examination of the corpse.
The body looks like it was badly beaten, and some, you suspect somebody with strength, or a group of men with strength, or a group of women with strength took this body, and it was probably dead when it was slammed over the lip of the well. But it was, looking at it, roll an insight check.
Okay. 19.
19, you look at it and you realize that, yes, this body was dead before the body was broken over the lip of the well. That the act of doing so was probably a message.
I see. Can I see any sort of distinguishing marks that seem to indicate anything about the body or
He was badly,
the assailants?
he was probably beaten to death. He doesn't look like he's a fighter of sorts. He looks like he was a frail old noble.
I think I had looked at the body when we first arrived, and it looked as if it had been beaten by a hammer of some kind.
But not your hammer. He checked the size.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit.
We checked.
So,
Maybe it's the man with the red beard that has the hammer.
That's a start.
Between the three of you,
Should we make our way
What
to that
size
to the
hammer
house?
does it look like?
I don't know.
I will be along shortly, but something feels wrong. Something about this feels very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I look around and just try to see if I see anything or anyone out of the ordinary from where I'm standing near the well.
A man who was having an affair. He got beaten for his lust. There's not much more to know.
But why would Borith
I'll look for Redbeard.
have a vision of his corpse in its place?
He is exhausted. Yes.
Even so,
He has run himself ragged.
He needs to rest.
He needs to rest. Who knows what he sees now?
and what if it isn't only exhaustion?
What are you suggesting?
I don't know. But something about this feels very wrong.
I can agree. I haven't known Borith to behave this way before. The rage, yes, but
He can be wild in battle, but he isn't mindless or crazed. Uncouth,
maybe we check out the houses
sometimes,
that they're from.
but not crazed.
See what we can find out.
Did I notice anything at all?
We could head to the mansion, I suppose.
you, in terms of notice, in terms of on the body, you don't.
No, in terms of when I look around to see if there's anything out of the ordinary or any suspicious figures or anything.
You see what primarily strikes you is the woman just wailing in genuine, without even an insight check, genuine tears, genuinely distraught, just beside herself at this point, just tears. The group of individuals come up, the guards come up, and they lift the body up and they put him on a platform. And as they do it, it's almost awkward in that the body starts to like split in half, and they're like trying, and she just starts wailing even louder at this point. You said you were helping, you've seen corpses before, you help put the body on, and they quickly pull a tarp over him, and they motion to you, will you help us lift him up and carry him? And they start to take him away from the square, toward a building off to the wall itself. Another guard goes over to Espustrehe and starts to escort her with the body in that general direction. The crowd, some of them start to follow, but most start to disperse at that point. Someone comes over who's clearly like a town groundskeeper of some sort and is standing off to the side, appearing to be waiting to clean the well.
I'll follow the body.
Okay, you follow the body. Baldur, what are you doing?
You coming? Yeah.
You're following the body. Mattias, what are you doing?
He was helping carry.
I'm helping carry.
You're helping carry the body. The three of you venture off. With Kip, Galela, and Borith, you guys make your way back toward the inn. In the light of day, you clearly see the name, more clearly see the name of the inn, or if Tom can still find it. You more clearly see the name of the inn, and it's...
Probably won't be able to understand it anyway.
There you go, exactly. Exactly.
All right, big boy, here we are.
I need a drink.
All right, let's go.
Drinks. I need a drink.
We'll go in and ask for a few drinks, see if you go inside.
The barkeep, dark room, you walk inside, low beam ceiling. lights illuminating, but it's fairly dark. He doesn't understand your language,
Yeah.
but he can understand you motion, and he's yeah, das ist sehr gut. He a couple minutes come by, and you find yourselves a table.
Else.
Oh, yeah.
L.
Or
Yeah.
the three of you, rather,
Yeah.
find yourselves a table. He comes over and he plops them down in
I drink
front
one
of
just
you.
really fast. I just chug it down.
I'll motion for some more from my friend and give the food motion.
Ja, das ist sehr gut. Sie möchte etwas essen, ja.
I'll take a gold. I'll put a gold up. I'll put it on the table.
Ja, das ist gut. Yeah. He grabs it, slips it in his apron, and he ventures off toward the side. Back with the three of you, eventually make it to what appears to be a guardhouse. Mattias, Balder, and Zyman, and they bring the body inside, and they sit down outside of the guardhouse. One guard is sitting with her, just trying to console her at this point, and he kind of looks up to you and he goes, Deutsch, I don't even know what to ask her. I mean, just... The body goes in, they put it on a table. At this point, they're kind of rummaging around, trying to find if there's any kind of evidence at all on the body. And they're looking through the pockets, not as if they're stealing anything, but just trying to find.
Yeah, I kind of want
something.
to assist with that, and I want to like take all the clothes off the body and see if there's any like markings on the body.
Yeah.
Like if anything,
Yeah.
like anything's been like cut into the body, like any symbols have been cut into the body or anything like that.
The clothes slowly come off of the body. The body is broken. And it just clearly, when it was battered, a lot of bones were broken as well. So things come off of him in a very awkward fashion, and kind of very uncomfortable. As they're not that it wouldn't be uncomfortable anyway, but uncomfortable undressing a body that where as you're trying to remove a sleeve, the arm bends in multiple directions and so forth. When they eventually get it to a point where he's in his skivvies, if you will, examining the body, other than it being badly beaten, there's no clear indication of anything having been cut or marks put on him.
There doesn't seem to be anything inscribed in his body, any runes.
What about his pockets? Was there anything in them?
You find a couple gold in his pockets. and that's...
And there's nothing unusual about the coins?
Mission well done, man.
No.
Job well done.
We found the gold. Das ist gut.
No, nothing unusual. I mean, they seem appropriate for the location.
I say we check out this guy that the lady was talking about.
The mansion?
Yeah.
The lady he was having an affair with?
Yes.
Maybe we'll...
Yes, that seems the most...
Maybe we'll talk to her
appropriate.
after she has calmed down a bit.
And the most productive course of action.
So the one crying was the one that he had the affair with.
No,
That's
his wife.
That's his
The
wife.
affair
right?
is the
The affair lives in the house.
Remember, she
he
admitted
looks
to
like...
paying somebody to beat him, to rough him up.
Right.
If you guys remember.
He looks pretty old, you know. How did he get such a lady with a nice house?
It's a good question. We can ask her.
Maybe he was just that good.
Oh, maybe. But he's
Maybe.
so old. Yeah. Let's go find out.
Let's do it.
All right. Should we go check on anybody, or before we go? Do you want to see how the others are?
I'm sure. Well, Borith's in good hands now, so he's just gonna rest it off and maybe drink it off.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Which is both a blessing and a curse. Because on the one hand, it will calm his nerves, but on the other hand, it'll calm his nerves. Which will then inevitably lead to other things happening. And we don't know what. We may be coming back to a brawl when we get back.
Oh.
All right, then we better hurry.
Don't get my hopes up.
The 8 hit point brawl.
Yeah.
All right, we'll head,
3 people go down for every 1 HP.
we'll head to the house on the hill.
You head toward the house on the hill. Okay, the 3 of you. It's not that long of a walk. Back in the bar.
Yeah.
The 3 of you are sitting at the table. You're downing the beers, Borith? They're in the process of bringing over food. They haven't brought out any yet. Are you doing anything else?
Kip and Gulela, I'm fine here. I'm just gonna stay here. You don't have to stay with me. I appreciate.
What did you see?
I saw
What exactly
It was
did you
me. It was my. It was my body. It was my future. It was me, dead, sprawled out, broken. This is what happens. You do this for so long, and this is your ending. This is how you go. This is how you finish.
You think this was a vision?
I don't know what this was. I don't know what this was. It's not right. There's something unnatural about it. I don't know what type of trickery this is.
Well, I'll tell you. We saw, and I'll explain that we saw an old man, bludgeoned, draped over a well, dripping into the well, and explain if you're calmer.
Yeah.
The affair situation going on. So there definitely seems to be some trickery here. I don't know if it's an omen. It may be from your god or just a vision that you had.
But I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I thought I saw a man. Like, just for a brief moment.
Where?
The red beard.
Where was
There's
he?
like a warrior with a red beard. He was there, then he was gone.
He was big like yourself?
Yeah, I think so. I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't. I need to just stay here. I can't go out there.
All right.
Kip, you saw something yesterday.
Oh yes, but
Didn't
that's par for the course. I see things often, but not like that.
Yeah, but you don't think it's a little of a coincidence that you had a very emotionally affecting vision the night before this happens, when Borith sees some strange image very close to him?
Yeah, perhaps there's a coincidence, but I mean, I've had visions like this before.
Water.
It's anxiety.
Someone
Put
get
your arms up.
the chicken bone.
Look up.
Sorry.
A whole chicken.
Not the whole chicken. Not the whole
Like
chicken.
the whole chicken
Sorry.
carcass comes out on the table.
Well, perhaps whatever this
Small bites.
perhaps whatever's
Human
going
bites.
on might
Human
know
bites.
about these things or have some sort of insight to
Perhaps.
use against you and make you think that it's nothing.
Entirely possible, perhaps.
I'm gonna look to call the barkeep, and I'm going to ask him, do you know, oh shoot,
Speak Dutch.
Borith, can you just,
Oh, I don't know what you want to ask him.
can you ask him if he knows of any agencies around here, maybe where people go to report crimes? And we have criminal wanted signs or bounties up in this town.
I'll relay that.
The guardhouse. There's guards. The town.
You said the doghouse.
Guard.
Oh, the guardhouse. Sorry.
They,
I thought you said the doghouse.
They would know best about criminal activity. I mean, it's a pretty quiet town, all things considered. We used to have people disappearing, but that stopped about a short while ago. But beyond that,
You guys should go to the party. You shouldn't leave them alone if they're out there. If they're out there, you should be helping them.
I agree. You stay here.
I'll stay here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna have another
Just keep eating, keep drinking.
Yeah.
Reluctant.
I can leave Lekoa.
Can you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll leave Lekoa with you. I'll get up.
Okay.
Tuberculosis over on that
Yeah,
side.
seriously. Stay away from that side of the room.
What is this for?
So, are you staying?
No, I guess I'm gonna leave Lekoa with Borith, and
Okay.
and I'll from his prodding, there's something going on here. We'll go see if we can catch up with the others and make sure everybody's okay.
There's no one else in the bar with us. There's no one.
There's a couple people scattered, but it's very sparse. It's the middle of the day, or late morning.
Right.
So those who stayed for work, if you will, have probably gone out about their business.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a tourist trap to you, so there's probably...
Everybody was at the murder scene, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Galela, what are you doing?
Very conflicted, but I'm gonna go.
You're going to go with Kip?
Kip.
Okay, the
I'm
two
gonna
of you...
say, can we swing by this guardhouse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
And I'm gonna keep my eye out for this redhead
Okay.
in the streets,
Great. You head toward...
or the woman that I think the woman the wife described, the woman who had the affair, and I think she might have described the guy that she hired. I don't remember that.
I don't think she described
might have
him.
not. I think she said she wasn't sure. Well, I'll look for the red.
Okay.
But didn't she did say someone's name that she hired? Did
Yeah,
she not?
she said the name, I think.
She said the name of the guy.
We didn't
that-
inquire too much more about him,
Okay. I couldn't remember, but
I'm sure the
I
guards...
thought she did say the name
Yeah.
of the person that she hired.
Yeah, I'm sure the guards
Okay.
know about him.
Right, they did. Didn't they say that they were gonna?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
I can't remember.
I'm
Okay.
going there. You're not doing their jobs.
Just ask the guards again.
She's like, the law's in town now.
Okay.
There's a new sheriff.
Kip
by
and Galela head back through town, yes? And you start making your way back toward the square, and you see that the body has been removed. There's what looks like a maintenance person of some sort trying to scrub the exterior of the well, and periodically trying to scrub inside and so forth. The rest of the crowd is pretty much dispersed. There's some other market activity going on. It's not it's not Times Square by any stretch of the imagination, but there's some market activity going on and some buying and selling, people going in and out of shops. There's still some people periodically stopping by, and you can see them kind of motioning toward the well and talking about what they saw with surprised looks on each other's faces and what have you. You can see the guard house where it was, and there's still a couple guards over there as well. And you venture over to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Outside of it, you see the woman Esplustre is distraught but coming under control. There's one guard sitting with her. The door is not ajar; it's wide open, almost as if somebody wanted to air out whatever is inside. You walk up to the guardhouse.
Yeah.
About this time, you would probably see Zyman, Balder, and Mattias perhaps stepping out of the guardhouse at this point.
Yep.
I was born. What happened?
He's a little shook.
He's seen plenty of dead bodies before.
Yeah, this one seemed a little different for him though. It was less of a real body and more of a vision, he thinks, of himself. So, it could be real to him, or it could be manifested. So, he insisted we come and meet up with you.
But you saw something last night
It was much different than what he described. As Galela brought up, it could be coincidental, or it could be something deeper, sure. But I do not know.
I'm gonna go to one of the guards and Do I remember? I don't remember the name of the guy that was hired. If she told us,
You can ask her.
she?
She's right there.
can
Just
oh
ask her
right, the
again.
lady's there. Did she speak English? I don't remember.
That's big whatever.
What was the name of the guy you hired again?
Simon translates, I assume.
Hold on. I have to translate. Yeah.
Or not. As
Yeah.
the case may be.
What was the name of the man that you hired to beat your husband to death?
She just starts wailing.
I rub her
again.
back.
What did you?
I think I might have mixed up a present progressive and what was the name of the man that you hired to scare your husband? Sorry.
His name was Voyou.
Voyou.
Oh, yes, I do remember that name.
Yeah. Voyou.
Can you ask the guard? Does Voyou ring a bell?
Where is this
someone-
Voyou?
Of course I've heard of Voyou.
Where is he?
He owns a Deluge Tavern.
He owns a tavern?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that the tavern we're at?
No.
Borith!
Where's the tavern?
Yeah, there we
What
go.
is it?
Oh man.
He comes over and buries the axe.
Yeah, every chance, right?
Nah. That's too funny, but no.
Barbarian problem solved.
Raged no
Where
more.
is the Deluge tavern?
Deluge Tavern is that Ruben. It is over there.
Can
points out.
Can he describe for you what he looked like? Does he have a red beard?
Does this voyeur have a red beard?
No.
Red beard?
No. No, he is.
That's all it takes to speak.
He's bald and he's big and rotund and
I don't think
Angry.
it's the red beard, no.
angry, angry man.
Okay, not
It's a
the
good
red
question,
beard.
though. It's a good question.
He's big, he's bald.
Is he into any like
Me.
shady activity? What's his reputation here in
Well,
town?
he must be at the guard cell.
He was a hitman.
He makes a lot of money on the side doing things that aren't
Wet work?
quite nice.
I don't know all the details about him, but he's not a real pleasant man.
Okay. I'll look the guard over. I don't think he's being paid off, but
Should we
okay.
check out this tavern or this mansion?
Well,
Can't hurt to have all the information. We talk to this
let's start
other
with
woman first. Where do you want to start? Well,
Oh, we could split the party.
well, we could try to
Three ways.
figure out why why the wife would even hire someone to beat up her own husband.
Just to make him stop seeing the woman on the hill.
I think
He was just supposed to rough him up,
Why
you know?
wouldn't she rough up the other woman?
I'm less interested in
Well,
finding
I
out.
think the woman on the hill in the nice house might be a little less touchable than her husband.
That
I
wouldn't
cut
stop
through
her,
and I
though.
say, I'm going to
'Cause
the
she's not the
tavern,
one doing it.
and I just start walking.
You go back to which
I'm
tavern?
going towards the tavern.
The
of
new
Voyou.
new
Douche
tavern.
Okay,
The whole point
understood.
of hiring someone. She wouldn't care
Back
how
with
untouchable
Borith
she
in
is.
the bar.
Let's just
see if
go.
there's steps.
It's been a while since Tom's
Huh?
had
That
some
may
facial
not
hair.
stick.
Is it red?
It's reddish.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Oh.
It's Odinshire.
Except he doesn't have glasses. Maybe he does. Whatever. Nah, his beard fell off. Borith, in the tavern that you are in, In the tavern that you are in, the door opens, and a traveler walks in. You see instantly that he has a red burly beard with sides coming down with extending bits of it extending down on either side of him. He walks in, he sort of looks around, kind of surprised, if you will. Give me 1 second. Yeah. He's an older guy. He's seeing it almost empty. He walks around the bar. The barkeep is not there at the moment. He leans over. He finds a pitcher of beer. He grabs the pitcher. He looks about the room. He crosses it. Seeing you, he says in German. Actually, he says in Adventurous Cat. May I join you?
Have a seat.
Thank you. Sitting down, he pours himself a large drink. Did you scare everyone away?
Something like that.
What'd you do?
Might have been the coffee.
Haven't quite figured that part out yet. I think that maybe you have something to do with it.
Oh, I have something to do with it. Well, that's a good one. Yeah. The barkeep comes over, sees it, plops the food down in front of you, and he says, "May I join you?"
Looks like you already did.
He ordered quite a lot. Well, it's your food, I assume. He plops a few gold coins on the counter. The barkeep takes them. Dankeschön. Bitteschön, he replies. He reaches over, grabs a turkey leg, and starts chewing on it. Zam ud vector. This is normally the part where you introduce yourself.
My name is Borith.
Ah, Borith. Very nice to meet you, Borith. You look like an adventurer of sorts.
Of sorts?
Yeah, of sorts.
It's not very usual that someone randomly comes in to such an establishment and finds the nerve to sit next to me.
Well, am I offending you?
Not offending, but I'm curious.
You look him over, and he has a large kind of golden badge on the outside. He looks like an adventurer at a quick glance, but he has this large golden badge, and it has letter. Well, you can't read, so
yeah,
it's got stuff. It's got stuff written around it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's got hieroglyphs in it.
That was rude.
Warm. He takes off his helmet because it's getting his head hot. A warm beer and a full belly. And you are the welcoming committee that scared off everyone else.
Possibly.
Yes. And you think I had something to do with scaring them off?
Maybe.
Well,
what brings you here?
Well, I recently came from France. If you go there and try the frog's legs, I mean, they're thick and tender. I mean, really, really, really thick.
I feel like it would take an awful lot of frogs to fill me up.
Well, I've got a lot of frog's legs in France. I mean...
Sounds to me like they have a frog problem.
They might very well have a frog problem. It's kind of hard to tell. Either way, they're pretty darn good.
France is a long way from here.
Oh, it's not that far at all, actually. It's just across the river. But
I didn't realize we were that far. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but that's okay. Everything's relative.
Mm-hmm.
I gather you haven't been across the river.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's just across the river. I mean, I'm from far off to the east, though. Have you heard of the Teutonic Order?
I have.
Yeah, I'm from that general direction. I've heard of some strange goings on here, so I made my way southeast toward Carpathia. There's a civil war going on there, you know?
We've had some words about that. We've heard such things.
Yeah, there's still some psycho running about in a rabbit suit.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
I think. Did you guys kill it? No. Which guy was that?
That was
No,
that's
I was there for that.
That's an unsolved quest, I think. Still, it's on the paper.
Oh, is it
I think
really?
it's unsolved.
Okay.
Oh, the rabbit suit guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't there for that, but you were.
Yeah.
I think some of my traveling companions have had a run-in with such an individual. I haven't personally, but I've had a few words with, I think, some other evil kinds of the sort from that general location of the world.
From Carpathia?
From especially Carpathia.
Yeah. Yeah. And further south and east of that, I've heard of a monstrous, this bard that I came across told tales of a monstrous vampire of sorts. I mean, he was singing about a party. You've heard of him?
We have done battle against him.
Oh. Who's we?
A group of travelers that I'm with now, a group of adventurers. And we go by the Champions of the Sun.
No. You're one of the Champions of the Sun.
Possibly.
Well, I should be buying you dinner.
We missed the chance we recognize.
Yeah. Damn it. I have heard of the Champions of the Sun. Yes, of course I mean, some of it's secondhand. I venture all over the place. The Champions of the Sun saved a town called Sibinek, I believe. I mean, they retook it from the Venetians. Morton tells me sang a song of chariots and someone killing a mad mage in Constantinople. Another one of you, though, was not such a good lot and apparently started some type of zombie plague which has infected Genoa at this point. Seems to have spread from the Crimea aboard ships.
That sounds exaggerated.
He has since his position has since been revoked. From the head first.
I heard you dethroned a king in Vlois and put another in his place. Tore down an offensive phallus in Venice, no less. Crossed the dangerous Alps.
That one wasn't my idea.
Rescued a kidnapped family in Salzburg. Saved a great many in a fire in München.
It's good to know
Ended
that
a siege in Kyburg.
It's good to know that our tales have been getting out there into the world.
Yes, I owe you it. Yeah, finish this off with me. You pause it. And so why is a Champion of the Sun sitting all alone in a bar here?
I was wondering that exact same thing.
Okay, and help me out. I'm just a traveler from abroad. Are you a little
I might
soft
be a
in
little,
the head,
I might be a
so
little,
to speak?
I might be a little battle frazzled right now. There's some strange things going on in this town, and my compatriots are investigating it, and I just needed some time. You know, a man and his ale. Sometimes it takes precedence over some other things.
There's nothing wrong with a good ale and a full belly.
Exactly.
Yes. Sometimes a good woman to ride on that belly, too. Yes. But nothing wrong with that.
So, from France.
Yes.
And what brings you here?
Well, There was some strange goings on. Well, I mean, I came from France. I originally the Teutonic Order, made my way over toward France. There was some things going on there, and couldn't really decipher what they were. And now I'm trying to decide if I should continue east toward Carpathia or southeast down toward where the Ottomans are starting to cross the Bosphorus. Apparently they're making incursions. So there's some kind of mad cleric down there who's been trying to raise an army of sorts to some foreign god. I don't object. He pulls out an amulet. You recognize it's not Christian.
Do we know anybody raising an army? I don't know.
Well, we were raising an army.
The cleric? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's supposed to ring a bell to me or not.
We were sending people back to...
Yeah, we were.
Was it constant?
We were trying to raise an army, but I don't know if it's...
You were? Well, this cleric is apparently down near Thessalonica. Apparently trying to raise an army to worship the sun or something like that. I don't know anything about it.
It sounds like Jomnus.
Jomnus?
Jomnus.
I've heard that name. One of your champions.
Jomnus. Dawn? Was it Dawnflower? Dawnflower?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Jomnus.
I didn't catch it all. So I'm trying to decide. In the meantime, I figured I'd stop in here.
Interesting. Yeah. So, did you hear about strange goings in this town, or you're just passing through?
No, I'm just passing through. I was just crossing the river.
Okay.
But you seem to have vacated the bar.
Yeah. Temporarily, I suppose. I'm sure my companions will be back soon.
Mom and Dad will be back shortly.
Well, don't tell anyone, but I don't just worship the Christian God. Sometimes God can give you answers. He pulls out a symbol. You recognize it as a symbol of Odin. And he says, sometimes you have to return to the lake and get the answers you seek. But who am I to say? Share a beer with me. Well, this chicken's going to go cold, as well as this turkey.
The lake, you say?
Well, I just know, I've never seen any of it myself, but, all the rumors of Odin coming from the lake and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let me just...
Yeah. How long have you been a follower of Odin?
Keep it down. I mean... to the east, the Christians only started arriving, in the past 20, 30 years. My family and my family before that were all pagans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were the true Prussians, if you will. The old Prussians.
Right.
Not the new Prussians, these Teutonic knights. They aren't really Prussians, after all, anyway. They're really just Germans that were transplanted.
Mm-hmm.
You look deep in thought, Borith.
I am. I'm a bit of a conflicted man right now. And there's some strange going on in this town here, and a little bit on guard.
Well, very well. Well, let me eat and drink with you. About that, he goes about it. Back with the rest of the party.
Real quick. I'm gonna, because I got Lyko with me, right? I don't know if Lyko will understand me, but I'm gonna kneel down, go down towards Lyko. I'll give a pat on the head and say, just go get Kip. Just like that. To Lyko and give him a smack on the butt. See if he takes off. I don't know if he would understand.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. None of these things. Persuasive. Oh, that's better. Persuasion. 19.
19. Lykoa comes up, grabs a big punch of chicken off the table, and then darts out the door. Back with the party. You're in the vicinity of the
What's that? Born fell in a well?
Not the well!
Oh no! Full circle.
He was ready.
It was an omen.
Back with the party, you guys are leaving, I'm assuming, the guardhouse, going in some direction.
Well, Galela just started walking off to his tavern, so...
To the tavern, to the Deluge
I just
Tavern.
look at Simon,
Tavern,
shrug, to the tavern.
Okay, so you venture off toward the tavern. As you venturing...
To the house, but all right.
Yeah, to the tavern first, then the house.
Fair enough.
That's okay.
See who wears the pants in this party.
Okay, you start heading toward... You turn in multiple directions, and as you're turning in multiple directions, Kip, your wolf dog, comes leaping up to you, chicken bones slathering out of his mouth. And he's like, reaches up and he like pulls on your pant leg.
Yeah. What? I think Borith's in trouble. All right. Yeah. I'll start heading back to the tavern.
I don't know what else to do.
I'll start heading back to the tavern.
Okay, Kip, and the rest of you are
At
heading toward the Deluge, or where?
You're going back towards Borith.
Yeah, I started running.
At the other tavern.
Yeah, I booked it. Back from whence I came.
He said something
Let's accomplish one thing first. Let's go to the tavern.
Sorry.
Let's go to the tavern.
What else did
Which tavern?
Capable.
Which tavern?
The Deluge.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Now continue to follow Galela.
Okay, you continue to follow Galela as you make your way across.
I just put my arm around Mattias, like in the back of it, like they're running off. I'm like, oh, here we go again.
I'm gonna tuck my badge away
Okay.
before I get to the doors. Well, inside.
Okay, you tuck your badge away. I didn't think it was out.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
But that's okay. Okay.
Just in case.
You make your way toward the Deluge. You find it very rapidly. There's a sign out front. There's this two drunken fools leaning on one another, holding mugs of beer as if they're stumbling out of a door. Is the symbol, is the carved sign. You venture inside.
There it is. Turn in there. This looks like a fun place.
Yes, it does.
Most places run by bad men. Fun places.
Does it look busy?
You venture inside.
Yes.
Sure.
You venture inside. It's
Man.
busier than you might think it might be.
Tuberculosis is here too.
Everyone's dying in this town.
This town is filled with plague.
Do they have any antibiotics here?
Quite a long time to go before this.
Okay, you venture inside. It looks fairly busy. There's a large bar on the left-hand side going down the length of it. Again, low-framed ceiling with lanterns hanging about it. Lots of tables. There's people scattered about. It looks like a pretty seedy lot in here, though. It doesn't.
Fit right in.
Yeah.
Well, you guys kind of scream adventurer.
Yeah.
Armor.
Yeah, your lustery black armor with golden screaming skulls on it. Yeah.
I'm
totally normal. Totally normal.
Totally normal. I could be just like them.
A knight in polished armor. Well, even if he took it off, a knight in polished armor. Somebody wearing a large yellow, amber, and red cloak, and
More money than these people have ever seen in their lives.
and a woman in leather armor, and carrying a rather large weapon that you just can't stick in your belt loop. It doesn't scream thug. It screams
Huge weapon.
adventuring lot. Nobody really takes a glance at you, though. They just let you in. The barkeep kind of looks over at you. You see he's a rotund individual. Rolls a fat. And he just sour looking.
Fits the description.
Yes, surprisingly. And he says to you in German, he says, beers?
Sure.
And motions around the room.
What? Oh. That's beers first, answer second. Thought you've learned this by now.
Fine.
I just like lean up against the bar and I'm like, Simon, I don't know. Let's see if I don't know. Let's not lay it on thick first. Let's just kind of do a gossip gab. See if he's heard about what's going on and get a feel of his reaction.
We've never really tried the light touch before.
I
am interested to see where that goes.
If I could speak, I would.
I give it an extra 2 minutes, and then it all goes down.
Okay, beers.
Okay. He rustles up some beers and brings them over to you, and then
when he brings them over, I'll be like, "Did you see what happened in the?"
You saying it in German or?
Yeah, in German.
Nein.
At the well?
No, I didn't see it.
The old man beaten?
I heard about it, but no, I didn't see it. Yes, anything else besides beer? He says that to you in adventurers camp.
I will respond back in German. Just bitter for now.
Well, bitter's good. And he heads back to the bar.
Did he?
I'll just keep an eye on him, see what he's up to.
Seemed like he was telling the truth about not.
Roll an insight check.
He seems okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
$18.
18. You're not sure, but you realize that anybody who might be in that kind of seedy profession would probably be fairly good at lying. What are you doing?
I'm gonna keep an eye on him, see what he's doing, seeing if he's like anything suspicious.
I'm gonna scan the room real quick.
Okay.
See if I see anybody like staring at us too long or just like keeping an eye.
And just outright confront him.
Roll a perception check.
See if he'll go somewhere to talk.
Oh, why do I? Oh, okay. Whew, I thought that was a little.
Let's
Still not
confront him in the
great.
kitchen.
Yeah, we'll wait till he goes in the back door.
We'll go run back there.
Yeah, I like that.
11.
And we'll gently ask him.
11.
Yeah.
With the hammer?
You don't notice anything, but again,
This is
you
the
also are
question
not
side.
naive enough to realize that, professionals probably are capable of concealing their ability, because especially with your background, you would know that, anybody who's worth their salt in that realm probably is smart enough to know how to stealthily hide what they're doing. Okay?
Boulder and I are going to wait until he goes into the back,
Okay.
and we'll try to follow him. We'll get Mattias to come with us.
Okay. Mattias, you go with them.
We blend right in.
So when you say go to the back, what do you...
Is there like a back area where
there is, behind the bar. You'd have to go around behind the bar, and... I mean, it's not like you have to jump over the bar. It's at the end of the bar. There's an opening where
does he ever go back to where the food's prepared?
He seems to be up near the bar itself. The people who are going in and out with food, there's some other... I hesitate to use the term waiters and waitresses.
It's been a while. He seems to stay in the front.
We can ask him if he'd like to talk somewhere quiet. If we have questions. I mean, if we want to just come right out and say it.
She would make up kick. She could lure him back there. dress him up.
I'm looking at
Put the wig on.
ear to the
not
ground
there.
thing about contacts and cities. And I
I'm
was
sorry,
just
say that again,
confused.
please? I just didn't hear
No,
you.
I was thinking on the ear to the ground thing about
Oh, you have an
being
ability?
able to.
Thank you for reminding me. What does the ability do?
It's frequent contact with people in segments of society. They might move through in the criminal underworld and rough and tumble folk or high society. This connections could be a contact in a city. A person can provide information about people and places of a local area. I don't know. Do
Okay.
I recognize anyone? If someone seems...
There's a person at the end of the bar just sitting there, kind of minding their own business, just kind of looking at their drink every once in a while, looking up and looking around and looking back at their drink.
What do they look like? Do they have a red beard?
Gray pants with pockets on either side, a grayish blue shirt, a vest, what appears to be a vest or another jacket, and then over the grayish blue shirt and that vest, a dark greenish gray cloak.
What is the figure drinking?
Clean shaven, very nondescript features, dark hair.
Can I see what they're drinking, or at least the type of mug?
It looks like a mug.
I'll go to the.
Probably doesn't
I'll
say
signal
Dungeon Master on
the
it.
bar, the barkeep, and say, "Can you find my friend over there another drink?" Oh, I got it.
Right. He doesn't understand you, but he understands your motions. And
I'll take out 2 silver.
oh wait, he did understand you. I'm sorry. You spoke to him in the adventurous
he speaks in it.
You wanna very well. Very well. Takes the cash, fills the beer, walks it down to the gentleman, plops it in front of him, and motions towards you.
I just kind of raise my drink.
He picks up the drink, almost as if saying, thank you, but doesn't actually say anything.
I'll watch him for a second, and then walk over to him. If there's a stool, I'll kind of casually lean against the stool, sip.
What can I do for you? Thank you for the ale, he says in Adventurer's Guild.
You just look like you might enjoy another one, although I don't know many who wouldn't,
No, this is true. Thank you very much.
I haven't,
You're not from around these parts.
no. Are you? I just haven't come across many people who also speak adventures can. It's been a little annoying, but it's refreshing.
Depends on where you are, I guess. I have business here every now and then.
Oh, so you're not from around here?
Here and there. Obviously, you're not either.
No. I guess I could tell that you weren't, Did you hear about the craziness that happened earlier?
Yes. I mean, I saw the aftermath, if that's what you mean.
Have you visited this town before?
Yes,
in the
I've been
past?
here before.
Does this stuff happen normally? Just seems like a sleepy town. I thought it was kind of a scandal, really.
There's some rich people in this town. Rich people have problems that they sometimes want solved, and
I spoke to the woman. Did she appear like she had money? Like based on her attire?
Yes.
I'll say, yeah, I overheard the woman crying. I guess she was talking to the guards. I guess that was her husband, and she said she paid someone to murder, or rather rough up her husband from cheating on her with this Jezebel. I don't know.
It sounds like she's going to go to jail.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like the guards know how to do their jobs here, but I guess that might not be so bad for people who, like us, who just travel through. No suspicions, right?
I don't know. If you're just passing through, it's just something going on someplace else.
Do you, I don't know, what kind of business do you do? You don't have to be explicit, obviously. You don't know me, you know.
No, I don't.
Curious.
I help make connections.
Well, my name is, I don't know.
You don't
We
know your
don't know
name?
each other. I don't expect you to give me your name, but, you know, I'm, willing to meet a new friend in a new place.
Well, you bought me a drink. Very kind of you. I'm Grimholt.
Grimhold.
Yes.
Galila.
Layla. Nice to make your acquaintance.
You
He reaches
too.
up and he taps your glass.
I don't know what kind of, you make connections, what kind of work you do, but I'm kind of similar in that. So if you have any, your ear to the ground to any jobs, anything that needs to be done, any errands run, I'm always interested.
Normally people come to me looking to make connections, but I'll keep it in mind. Maybe you have a skill set that someone might desire, and I can put the two of you together.
I'm pretty good at finding things that need to be found. So
Objects, people, all the above?
all the above.
Very well. Pause there. Back with Kip and Borith. Kip, Lykoa pulls you toward the tavern that you two were staying at. Inside, you venture in. Yes? No?
Yes.
You venture in. You see Borith sitting there talking to a red-bearded man.
What, did I get his name? Oh, you did get his name. I can't remember what his name was.
Victor.
Victor?
Victor, something like that.
Okay.
It was close to Victor. I remember.
Okay.
Maybe Victor.
While I'm sitting there talking with him, I want to just point out his badge thing. And I want, what is this badge that you wear? Somebody gets that guy a hostage. This thing on your chest. What is this?
Consortiatio Internationalis Administration Ustica. Have you heard of it?
I don't even know what you said.
CIAI, yes.
What is that? What is some sort of a organization or something?
Yeah, it's kind of an organization, yes. It's a loose confederation, more than an organization. kind of bounty hunters, if you will.
Bounty hunters.
Yes.
What type of bounties do you hunt?
Those that are paid for. Oftentimes, towns, cities offer jobs
Okay.
for things to be. Normally, they want people brought in and try and bring them back to the extent practicable
Okay.
and get paid for it.
So you must be here on a bounty then.
Well, I'm figuring where there's trouble and strife, there's also bounties to be found. So,
Okay.
they normally go hand in hand with one another. You know,
Okay.
an enemy army wants the other enemy army's general or something like that.
Right.
Or they want his mistress or something that he'll perhaps sway the field to go in another direction. Or who knows? But normally they go hand in hand. It's much easier to find somebody under those circumstances. Kip and Lycoa come stumbling in about this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in with 2 short swords drawn. Yeah. What's that? What's that, Lycoa? Born's in trouble? He's, yeah. So,
And,
yeah,
and
I
when
think
he
he's in
comes
trouble.
in, I'm gonna try to give if I see Kip come in, like
Yes, you do.
I want to give
You
him
can't
a
miss it.
glance,
It's not a
like
huge place, and it's
Right.
fairly empty.
And I made an entrance.
Yes, you see 2
Oh, did you
glinting-
make an entrance?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
barged
okay,
in with
okay.
2 swords drawn and a wolf.
Okay.
Surprise! Borith!
Oh, seems my couple of my friends have arrived right now.
Greetings.
I do see him.
Yes, you do.
Okay. And I'll just see them, I guess, sitting at the table casually having a chat.
Yeah.
And I'll just...
Kip, come sit. Yeah.
And I'll walk over and sit down at the table.
Greetings.
Pleasure is mine.
I'm Ood Vector.
My name is Kip.
Kip?
Hi, Kip Kalin.
Kip Kalen? You have me at such a disadvantage. I've heard of you, Kip Kalen. You're the one who got a tiger and a snake in Constantinople, right?
Hi, that was
Of
an
course
adventure.
I've heard of you.
Seems our friend has heard some of our tales from a certain Morton.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Morton.
does sing your praises.
Have you heard Morton? Morton?
Yes, I did hear of him.
Is he well?
I don't know. Last I heard, he was heading up toward Benelux in Amsterdam. I don't know. He's making some kind of racket all over the place.
Well, if he was
Making
still
coin for himself.
spewing tales, then he must be well.
Well, I suspect so.
Our friend here is a bounty hunter.
A bounty hunter.
Yes, I mean, I don't hide it. Yes,
You on a bounty
perfectly
now?
legal.
Aye, are you on a bounty now?
No, not now, but I'm venturing toward where there might be some lucrative bounties. At least I hope so.
Aye. Have you spoken to the local town guard? There might be a bounty on somebody that is brutally murdering people in town.
No, I haven't. But I mean, I saw it, passed by it, and looks like a domestic dispute to me.
Yes, it does
Typically,
appear that
not
way.
a lot of money in those type of things, and from every indication, they already have the suspect, at least one of them.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not, I can grab the old woman and say, I've got her,
Yeah,
give me some coin.
might be an easy way to make some coin, but
Wonder if you already made your coin. Perhaps.
Off the old woman?
No. Off of the man that was brutally murdered.
Oh, you're being rather cryptic, but also
Well.
accusatory at the same time.
Well, it seems interesting that a bounty hunter comes to town and there's a man brutally murdered
Yeah.
lying about in the street.
or maybe he wasn't murdered. He was just bountied.
Not normally my style. I mean, I'm more like bring them in, not bring them out, so to speak.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not necessarily 100% against it, but this is not normally what I do. No, we're a fairly honest organization.
Okay.
But I mean, I
We're
can't speak for
bounty
all of them.
Right. Right.
Well, I mean, it's been a pleasure. I mean, I gave you my thoughts. Keep caring. I'm boring. Oh my gosh. Next thing I know, I'll run into Shalom for all I know.
That's a name. That's a name we haven't heard in quite some time.
You haven't, have you? I only hear bits and pieces that are woven into songs. So.
Where are you off to next then?
Well, I mean, after this good meal, thank you very much. I'm probably going to continue east, and then maybe I'll turn southeast. Is what I said. I'm not sure, but probably.
Perhaps we'll see you in the fight against Osman-Ghazi.
Perhaps if there's, I assume, someone in Thessaloniki or Constantinople or somewhere over there will pay good coin for to bring in a bounty. I'm not sure I could bring in Osman-Ghazi by
I'm not
himself,
sure you could. But we're all in this fight together, and we could use good, capable warriors to bring Ghazi down. You can't let a monster like that exist on this earth.
Well, I haven't seen him. I mean, I've only heard the tales. And I'm not a mercenary, but I am a bounty hunter.
Kind of the same thing, though. When it comes down to it.
I guess it's a matter of perspective.
And I don't think it's necessarily the job for mercenaries, per se, right? I mean, this is us trying to make this world here a better place.
Please, I've heard your tales. I'm not insinuating that you're a mercenary. If I suggested that, my apologies. Another round on me.
If we were, we would have much fuller pockets, I believe.
Probably. Probably.
Well,
Well, by your leave then.
Yeah, if you come across any interesting information about this town, about what's been going on, if you can share it with us. We don't plan to stay here long, but
I mean, if I do, I'm sure you've got the coin. I'm not your Deus Ex Machina, my friend. No, I'm just passing through. Anyway, I don't think either of you are going to be on any bounty list anytime soon. Unless
I feel bad for the collector. I feel bad for the collector of that bounty.
From everything I've heard of the Champions of the Sun, as do I. Now, bounty hunters don't have to take the bounty, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, well, listen, I've taken enough of your time, and you're a fine-looking pup there as well.
Well met.
Well met. He grabs a chicken leg. He says, "I'll be off then. Gentlemen, take
safe travels."
Yes, and if I hopefully get to meet the rest of your party someday.
Perhaps.
And he gets up and don't forget, go looking to your god. They can help you out.
I plan to.
He turns and he heads out, back with the rest of the party inside the seedy tavern, Deluche Tavern. Balder.
Are we just gonna strong arm him or what? Is that what you want? That seems what you want to do.
That's not what I want to do. You guys wanted to take delicate fruit.
Well, he's not going in the back.
What do you want to do?
Marius.
Matthias, what do you want to do?
To a stranger.
Shall we just grab the barkeep that we suspect of the bludgeoning and
that's what
Marius, are you with us?
And interrogate him?
Marius, are you with us?
This is why we should have talked to the woman first.
Well,
Marius is engrossed.
He is.
Can he hear?
In grooming himself.
No, he's not. He cannot. Knock on the helmet. Knock. Nothing. All right.
Focus.
What was the name of the guy again? I'm sorry.
Which guy?
That I was talking to.
Grimholt?
Grimholt. Yeah. And we're looking for
Grimholt's place.
Bouveau or something like that. The barkeep? Yeah.
I'll
I'll motion to the.
just tell the Grimhole where I'm staying, because I don't ever remember that tavern's name, the name.
Yeah, very well.
And I'll say, you know, if you need anyone to bridge any gaps in any of the connections, you'll find
That's
me there.
good to know. Thank you. Very well.
And then I go back.
Thank you for the ale.
I'll motion to the barkeep that we suspect.
Vivo comes over to you. Yes, what can I do for you? Yeah, what can I do for you?
The old woman.
Yes.
She claims to have given you corn to scare her husband that now lies dead in the guardhouse, who was beaten and laid over the well. What do you have to say of such things?
Well, if she's spouting that off, that nonsense, then it's probably going to come back to me anyway. Sure. I took Crochet de Jou's wife, Spoustrehay's money, but I had nothing to do with his death. Yeah. I passed the job on to someone else.
Who would that be?
Well. I heard of Associé Les Grands Antenaux.
Sounds familiar, but remind me.
It's a gang. In Adventurers Kent, it would be sound like the stuck them in a barrel gang.
Where would they be around here?
You gotta promise me that this is not gonna come back to me.
I'll take a gold coin out and slide it across them.
I don't know what your money, I just don't want this to come back to me.
We don't even remember your name.
All right, shoot yourself.
Can't even pronounce it.
And ask him what he said to them to pass this off.
What do you mean?
Well, did he pay them the money that he paid them? Or
He's speaking in Adventurers
Oh,
Kent.
okay.
What is it you're babbling into your friend's ear?
I was asking.
Did you just give them a portion of the money she gave you?
Well, I mean, as far as they're concerned, I gave them it all. But
keep it a little bit first.
What did you say to them?
I said, rough him up.
But
Those are the words you used?
Not kill.
Yes, I mean, yes.
Not bludgeon and let his blood pour into the well.
No, most certainly not.
Okay.
I don't even think I said rough. I said just kind of frighten me.
Yeah, put the scare in him so he
that's
stops what he's doing. Yeah. I am sorry to even bother you. This just seems like such a petty domestic dispute.
Well, I mean, he was supposedly cheating on his wife with Tofan.
Well, these things happen every day across the world.
Troy was very upset.
Of course. So where is this stuff in the barrel gang?
Well, just be aware that you probably don't want to go directly there. You probably want to go to O'Dahere. He might be able to help you out.
O'Dahere?
Yes, O'Dahere. O'Udehere. H-E-E-R. O'Dahere. He runs the Wealthy Gentlemen's Club, Vieux Garçons.
in town here.
Yeah, it's a big building near the wall. Rather large gentleman's club, if you know what I mean by gentleman's club.
I'm very familiar. Well, not that familiar, but familiar enough.
Fairly high-end gentleman's club.
Oh, those I am familiar with, yeah.
Yes.
All right. I think that might be about it.
All right. We gotta leave.
Have you ever met the woman that he had an affair with?
Have I met Otafan?
Yeah, seen her.
I've seen her. She's beautiful. Yes.
Do you know where? Does she work, or does she just?
Work is, I guess, a way to put it. Yes.
Does she work at the gentleman's club?
I don't know if she works at the gentleman's club, but she has. I would guess that she would have dealings there, but I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
This might be a weird question, but does she seem like an ordinary woman to you?
Well, she's not an ordinary
I
woman
know.
at all.
I
She's
mean, an
extraordinary.
ordinarily beautiful woman, as you say. Does she seem like she has any tricks up her sleeve in terms of?
She's got
Would she be
lots of
ca-
tricks up her sleeve.
All the tricks.
Do you think it's natural or magical?
I would hope both. I'm not sure.
Men. And I just.
I don't think you're going to get the answer.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He seems a little too excited about life.
This is why we need to go talk to her.
Let's see where Kip ran off to first. I suppose.
Okay, back with Mattias. You're staying with the party, I'm assuming?
I am, yes.
Okay, cool.
Right.
And Kip and Borith, what are you guys doing? You are in the bar, in the other tavern.
What was that all about? You alright?
Yeah.
Show me where he touched you.
Do you have my security doll? Like I show you? I don't know. I don't know where he came from. He knew an awful lot about us. And once he said that, I started to think that he was a bounty hunter. And when I asked him, he was a bounty hunter. And it made me worry that
he was after me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew usually you're a little bit more sly when you enter in places. You don't just come bursting in like I would do. So I was thinking that maybe you were gonna kind of
I thought you were in
up
trouble.
on him. I was kind of thinking about getting I don't know, trapping him.
Like how I said, you were in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was worried. I was concerned. I mean, he seemed okay. We talked briefly about some of our past things that we've done and stories that he's heard, and about I think Jomnus is forming an army or gathering some troops, and he had some interesting things to say about some of my beliefs. But
I mean, if he was that interested in the champions, you think he was only interested in me? You'd go through all that history just to find me?
I don't think so. But
From the last
I don't
town.
know.
No less.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still very confused by it. There's a lot going on that I'm very confused at. But I think maybe we shouldn't stay here. I think maybe we should get moving.
That's probably a good idea.
I felt a little bit trapped here. So I wish I had more than that. I just don't.
Shall we just gather up our things, go find the others, and
well, let's just go
convince
find the
them
others.
to leave?
Yeah, let's go find the others.
All right. That's what we'll do.
Okay, the two of you venture out of the tavern.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of you left, I'm assuming, the seedy tavern. Where are you heading?
Because ours was not seedy at all.
Yeah.
All right.
people
Are we looking
coughing
for
all
the
over the place.
stuff 'em in the barrel gang, or are we going to talk to this mistress?
I think maybe we should talk. I have a little idea. It's a little wild.
What time is
What
it
are you
now?
thinking?
I mean,
It is.
The well incident
It
happened about
is
midday.
reasonably late afternoon, but it's still reasonably bright. There's still you walk out into the streets and you hear the market commotion about you. There's still activity going on. People coming and going in narrow confines of the streets between the thatched roofs and the slate roofs.
I think it would be good to speak to the woman, and
Okay, we go then.
then this O'Dare
You got
here.
peeps everywhere.
guy. And then I have like a little crazy thing idea, but it would involve going back to the guards depending on what we find. And
What's the idea? I assure you I've heard crazy.
I think we need more information first before I.
Alright, fair enough. Let's go talk to
It's
this
a baby
mistress.
stage. Let's just see what happens.
Do you suspect her of being involved? You're asking a lot of questions about her.
I just feel like, I don't know, usually women, especially beautiful women, as so many describe her, have either they're very capable and pretend not to be, just going about their business, but usually I just find them to be very not shifty, but I don't know, suspicious.
Then we should be careful.
I just want to know how dangerous she is in her profession.
Alright.
But if she
This all
has,
seems very ridiculous to me, but Owen was screaming about witches. She may be some kind of enchantress that's
I do
beguiled
think
man
though
and
that
beguiled the town.
I think if we speak to her, we can go right to the guards. Personally, I'm not used to
And let's feel the
getting
rest.
into mess just any old willy-nilly, you know.
Oh, we are all about the willy-nilly.
Just thinking, Borith. Can Borith show up behind them and be like, let's go kill the witch? We're going to kill the witch? Let's go kill the witch.
You're already pouring gas around her
Yeah.
house. Wait, we didn't even knock on
I
the door.
already got a pitchfork and a torch.
Burn the witch.
All right. We will go talk to her.
But let's not really put matters into our own hands more than that. I mean, physically, I feel like the guards should be doing something. And we're not or at least know something in advance. I don't know. Let's just go.
So you venture toward the mansion, correct?
Absolutely.
Nadius, you're with them venturing toward the mansion. As you guys are making your way from the guardhouse across the market square, you see Kip and Borith approaching you, along with Lykoa, I'm assuming, coming from the direction of the tavern that you have been staying with, which is not the Deluge Tavern.
We're going to kill the witch?
Which is the
witch. We're going to kill
Barbarossa's
it.
Reichstadt Inn, by the way.
I thought we were leaving.
We're going to kill the witch.
What witch?
There's definitely a witch.
What do you mean we're leaving?
Yeah.
Leaving?
We ran into a bounty hunter.
Yes.
Seemed to know an awfully lot about
Awfully
us.
lot. Like, long ago, lot.
How did you know what?
The man with the red beard. I told you there was a man with a red beard.
There
Nobody
was a-
looks out for the man with the red beard.
There was a man with a red beard. It is true.
I didn't even notice you say anything about a man with a red beard.
You didn't spread the message. I sent you.
I said, look out for the man with the red beard.
Did you say it in Dutch?
Let me see your bounty hunter badge. Let me see it.
Why?
Because this man was a bounty hunter.
He had the badge himself.
I'm just being difficult. Oh,
Is it the same?
yeah. Did it look like this?
The CIAI?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
He's one of yours.
Just like this.
Just like this.
Just like it.
Yes, his name was...
Is that Latin or French?
Victor? Victor?
Yeah.
Do you speak Latin?
I do.
It was Latin.
It was Latin.
His name is Victor. Do you know him?
I speak Latin as well, actually.
What does it say, Tom?
Have I heard of this name?
Victor? Roll me...
Who's your mentor at the academy?
Investigator check. Investigation with advantage.
Oh, Professor Victor.
Oh, I've forgotten for a minute.
He enlisted me into the Men in Black.
What is this?
His beard was red.
What is this?
Investigation with advantage?
Oh.
Oh, you mean Red?
14.
Agent Red.
You've heard the name, but you can't place a face to it.
I'll help you. Red beard. Warrior stout.
She can't place the face
type.
under the beard.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I mean, the name rings a bell. Which,
But that's the badge. That's what he had.
Yes.
if he had a badge, and considering that I didn't totally blink when you said his name,
Not that many that carry this
I
badge.
wouldn't worry too much. I mean, yeah, if you're part of our organization.
And you... No bounties on us. From you.
It's more from me.
Yes, from you. All eyes are on you right now.
You think I'm here to take a bounty on
I don't
you
think
guys?
anything, but I am asking.
No.
He said he knew a lot
Do I
about
believe
us.
her?
Yeah.
He said he knew a lot about us?
Yeah, a lot.
He knew a lot about us. He knew a lot about
How did he
Morton.
find out?
Well,
He
Morton
mentioned
has been...
like Jumnus and Shalom and
Yeah.
Morton.
He wasn't
Did
after
he mention if
Morton,
Morton
was
was wearing a ring with a spider on it?
He did, actually. He did. Morton is still wearing the spider ring. You should have heard the tale that he told about how he got that spider ring, how he got it all by himself.
By himself!
All by himself. He slaughtered dozens of spiders.
I forget.
Unbelievable.
And then he burned down the building all by himself.
I burned down the building!
It's Marius.
Say that, Marius?
Were we responsible for him having that? I forget.
Yes, he found it in that church.
Apparently Morton
Yeah.
found it all by himself.
Yeah.
And he killed all the spiders and he burned the building down
One where the
himself.
young woman died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That one.
Yep, and how he earned it and was his... Yeah.
So what, is he a
I
fan?
rather wish I hadn't remembered that.
He treated it as though it was an honor to be meeting us or something like
He
that.
did say there was no bounties on us. But I don't know if I believed him.
I mean, I believe if there was a bounty on myself or Kip, he would have probably acted at that point when he had us alone, as opposed to waiting till we were all together to try to,
I mean, you were there. If he was intimidated by you and then I came in, if I was alone, it might be a different story.
Still, a man
Still,
who spreads
two
lies
better
like
than-
that, or rather, is so convinced of his own skill.
What lies? All these stories are true.
I
Is he
don't
talking
want
about
to
Morton?
freak you guys out, but I just, I wouldn't say he might necessarily act right away. I don't know. I don't know what his style is, but
No, it seems like he's following Borith.
you did say you saw him first.
And then
I mean, if there is a bounty, he won't. I'm not speaking for myself, but usually you don't tell the person unless you're ready to act that you have one.
he did have an opportunity.
He seemed... He
But he
didn't
might
treat
know
it as though you
something.
do. You seemed to hide it. He very much wore it out on the open as far as his badge. He
Right.
wasn't concealing it.
Yes. Are we able to understand what the Latin says by looking at it?
Absolutely. For those of you, it depends on how long she let you see it for. But I'm assuming she let you see it for a little,
So, like-
a brief enough time.
That's it. You guys can hold it.
Who speaks Latin? I know Mattias does and
Yes.
Kip does.
I do.
I'm sorry, things are a bit in and out. What did you say?
You speak Latin, so you know
yes,
what
I
the
do.
yeah you
We're
know what the
fine.
badge says.
We're gonna find out what it says.
Don't you know what it says?
I
So
know.
why don't you just say it?
I was saying it in Latin, I know. I was trying to find it. To
What
see
does
if
it
I found
mean
it
in
before.
Adventurers Camp?
He's looking at the ancient Roman manuscripts of it. You know?
I know. He's going. He's.
It says wanted, dead or alive. Borith.
just
This whole organization founded to you.
You guys jumped around so much, I lost my place.
I just. It's called the International Association for the Administration of Justice, but
There you go.
CIAI just for short.
CIA.
I got int asked for what?
International Association
Yeah.
for the Administration of Justice.
IAAJ.
Gotcha.
That sounds.
Int asked for ad
CIA.
of just.
AI. Like CIA.
Benefits?
Benefits.
There's a retirement package.
Yeah. Is there a pension? 401k. What's the match?
Profit sharing?
What do you match?
Right.
It's more of a co-op.
Now, this is back in the day. You had to pay them to be a part of the privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, what she said.
I'm like, wait, don't you know what it means? Like, why are you making it look it up?
30 pages in.
Consociatio
Yeah, I didn't even bother.
Internationalis pro
Pro.
administration justitia.
So anyway, he's here. But I heard we were going to kill a witch, so let's go kill a witch.
We're going to
I'm
go talk
sorry,
to
I
one.
didn't hear what the translation was.
CIAI.
International
To the witch.
Association for Administration of Justice. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Administration of Justice.
That sounds right.
EIAI?
CI.
CIAI.
Yeah.
In Latin.
In Latin.
That's the
Yeah.
abbreviation.
The abbreviation is Latin.
D-I...
C. C as in cat.
C like cat.
I have... I'm going to try to see if I've ever heard of that before.
Roll an investigation check with disadvantage.
Investigation.
You can't
Okay.
even spell it. You've never heard of it.
Shame, I was hoping it would be history.
Sure, history with disadvantage.
Oh, you sure?
Sure.
You sure? He's got plus 30.
Okay.
Plus 30 to history.
In that case, it's a 25.
25.
Because my history is ridiculous.
He had a -5 on the roll. So.
Yeah. -5. Oh, I rolled
Yes.
-5. Oh, 25.
25.
He said, "Are you sure?"
I heard you. You have.
Okay, I couldn't tell because I'm having trouble hearing you guys.
I understand. You have heard of the organization. You know that it's a bounty hunter organization. Okay, so you're standing in the middle of the square, or somewhere in the streets, having left the guardhouse, having left the tavern, ostensibly heading toward the mansion,
Yeah.
but maybe not heading toward the
Heading
mansion.
towards the mansion.
What are you?
Yes.
Where are you guys going?
We're gonna go back to the
To the
tavern.
mansion. I'm thirsty. After getting those abbreviations out and listening to all the Latin talk, I'm really thirsty.
Back to the tavern. Which one?
It reminds me of grade school.
We need another drink. Then the mansion.
God, I'm hungry.
Tom's beard fell off.
To the mansion. But I gotta stop on the way to go to the bathroom.
Okay, you venture up toward the mansion.
I just
Can we
say-
go shopping?
No!
You venture up toward the mansion.
Pumpkin patch. We gotta go to the pumpkin patch.
Let me know if you see the guy by the
Yeah, I'm looking
in the
out for him.
streets.
I'm looking out for him.
Okay.
You venture up toward the mansion. It is a beautiful home up on a small rise. I just put this out for the general shape of it. a beautiful home on a small rise. There's a path that leads up from the cobbles, slate in the grass, with on either side of it are roses. Exterior is stucco and stone, and with a slate roof above. Clearly, for this town, a very, very wealthy home. You go up to the home. What do you do? Boom, 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 boom. Someone answers the door. A young lady answers the door, and she says in Deutsch, "You're there, and you're there." She says, "May I help you?" She's looking you over. You don't look like the normal type. Her expression seems to read.
More German people. Can you talk?
I'm gonna look at the door. Is there one of the things? I'd be like, nice knockers.
Natural or magical?
You say that in Deutsch? Yeah. She says, "Thank you."
Is the lady of the house available?
Autre femme? Who may I say is called?
The champions of the sun.
Ooh. Yeah.
Strike a pose.
Yeah, we all have like a battle stance.
Apparently we're famous.
Might have heard of us.
Yeah. The ego's gone now.
No, stop.
The ego's out there now. You might have heard of it.
Please, come in. She escorts you into a small sitting room.
And they were never seen again.
Yeah, right.
The walls are unusually wallpapered. The furniture is very comfortable, tufted, unusually comfortable looking. A few minutes pass by, and a very young and beautiful woman enters the room. And she says, "Welcome." And she says it with a distinct French accent. "Welcome." And then she says in adventurer's cant, "You look more like adventurers to me. I am autre femme. And who are you? The champions of the sun?"
Do you know Louvier?
I step forward.
Carsten told me.
Yeah, it's my first
It
question. Could be a
is a
sister.
pleasure to make your acquaintance,
Yeah.
lady.
Could be.
And the pleasure is mine.
Yeah.
And you are obviously nobility yourself.
I am.
Very, very pleasurable to meet you. And what may I do for you?
Yeah, that's a good memory.
I will.
Sorry. Say.
I said, what may we do for you?
He said yes.
We are here on a matter of. We are independently investigating a matter in which we believe you may have some knowledge.
Oh, I am intrigued. Please, continue.
I am not sure if you have heard of the unfortunate incident in the market today.
Oh, this is a very small town. Of course, the word has made its way here.
Still, it is never wise to assume. We were told that the man who was found dead had some connection to this household, some interaction with it, or I am not sure of the exact details, but we were hoping that perhaps, if you were aware of the connection in question, you could help shed some light on the situation and perhaps give us some information we might use to further our inquiry, if that is possible, of course.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right.
You are the lady of the house, correct?
Yes, I mean, it is a rental. But yes.
I'm Borith.
I have
What was your
invested
name again?
wisely. My name is Autrefound.
Is that
It is a pleasure to meet you, Borith.
Is that your first?
You are
that's
a
your
very
first
big
name?
man.
How about your
19.
Autre.
your full name?
Autrefound.
Okay.
And I.
What was her name?
Autrefound.
Outre what?
Farm.
Farm.
Ultra farm.
I spell it?
Your friend is hard of hearing.
Yeah.
It is the helmet he always wears.
Ultra farm.
He picked up his accent.
I see.
This is a.
A-U-T-R-A. F-A-M-M-A. Ultra farm. She says,
I actually.
of
knew
course
how
I
to
knew
spell
Crochet du Jour. He was incredible. Yes. He was incredible. Oli.
How did you know each other?
Was that the man that was incredible? That was the man at the well?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the dead man, no?
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
But he was wealthy. And wealthy people, they have lots of enemies.
But you are wealthy now, from the looks of this place.
It is a rental.
Your rental must be very high.
I invested wisely. And yes, my rent is very high.
Is that what you do? You invest?
Why, I previously invested. No, I rent things.
You rent things?
Well, time.
You rent time?
Yes.
Explain. How do you rent time?
She rents time with herself.
Well, with myself and with some of my...
Some
of my...
I'm
trying to get...
Matthias heard that.
I see. I see.
Ah!
Maggie's just like, let me get my wallet!
It's in one of these...
Somewhere here!
It's in one of these
I
armor
think I left it in the car!
Yes, I rent and either way. I do not have anything to do with this. I would not want him dead. No. If anyone did it, I suspect it was the Club de Vieux Garçons.
That's the gentleman's club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which means...
Man in a barrel?
Anybody speak French?
Yes.
Oh. Which means the Old Boys Club.
The old boys. The old boys club.
Who's the old boys club?
I asked her in French, why would they take such harsh action against a man? Debts unpaid?
I mean, he was a member of the Old Boys Club. Perhaps there's something there.
How did you meet him? Do you work for the...
How did I meet
Boys Club?
Crochet de Jour? I suspect I was met him through a friend of a friend of a friend, and you know, these things sort of happen. Some money changes hands, and here we are.
Did he buy time with you? Or was it...
Yes, I
friendly
said he was incredible. Oli.
The connection or the friend, are they affiliated with the Old Boys Club? Or just your personal friend? You said you met him through a friend of a friend through
I don't
context.
remember exactly where I met him, but he was a member of the Old Boys Club, and maybe I think he probably made somebody mad there.
How long ago, or how long was your relationship? You said
I
you
wouldn't
don't
exactly
remember.
call it a relationship, but I don't know. Sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 5.
The
sometimes
duration of
30.
knowing him, I mean, you said you don't remember how you
misunderstood.
met him, but if it wasn't that long ago, I'm just curious. Just trying to put timelines.
If I add it all up, maybe a few hours.
Strange question. Did this man seem elderly to you, or did he look more like my friend here, in size and stature?
Oh, he was not like your friend here. No, he was much older. You saw the body. He was an old man.
Yes. Yeah. I was,
he was an old,
trying to see
he
if
was
it looked the same to her as an old man, or what Borith saw.
He looks nothing like your friend here.
I see.
So you only met up with him once and for a few hours?
I'm sure he was Crochet du jour was incredible. I mean, he does not look that way to me.
And you only met him up with him once for a few hours, never multiple times.
No. We met over several occasions.
You met up with his wife.
Months and months.
I didn't think he was into that.
Little times. On your own?
Most of the time.
With his wife?
Never.
I see.
I've never with his wife. No.
To the gentleman's club?
So,
Well, if you remember anything that you
can
might
ask
not
her
be
what she
remembering
knows about
now,
the gentleman's
we
club.
are staying over at fill in the blank.
Barbarossa? You're staying at the Barbarossa.
Barbarossa.
Barbarossa is...
We weren't staying at the Barbarossa, were we?
Yes,
we
you
were.
were. You were starting at the Barbarossa's Reichstadt Inn.
Oh, that's right.
Have you heard of the name Victor? Red beard, big.
Doesn't ring a bell.
What about Uda here is the man who owns. Have you ever heard of that name?
Udaher?
Yeah.
Of course I've heard of Udaher. Udaher is... he is the head of Club des Vieux Garçons. Of course I've heard of him.
Customer?
Yeah.
I believe the term in this context is patron.
Yes, that would probably be a more polite way of putting it. Udaher, you meet him. He has some performance issues, shall we say.
Well, I think we've taken enough of your time. But if you remember anything, you can send word at the end.
I have
Barbarossa.
one final question.
Yes, Shining Knight with the hearing challenge. Go ahead.
What can I get? 5 gold. I'm sorry.
No. Was he, the late gentleman, did he suffer a change in behavior at all?
Change in
In
behavior.
more recent times? Did he seem different or troubled?
Well, a lot of customers come to me and they like to talk and they talk about some of their troubles and they pay for our time. So, I mean, especially after extracurricular activities, sometimes people like to talk. And we talk and they listen. But that's very typical.
I suppose what I mean is not whether he spoke of any troubles, but whether his demeanor or character changed in a marked way, to a significant degree, in more recent meetings.
Not that I was aware of, no.
Let's see.
I am a little curious now that you say that. Did he talk about having specific troubles with anybody in town?
Besides his wife, is plus Reconnaissance? I mean, there's always, business. I don't like this person. They try to figuratively stab me in the back and ruin this deal. And my son never visits, and that type of thing.
Did he mention the name of this business deal that was ruined with the person?
No, nothing specific.
You know what kind of business he was involved in?
Honestly, no, I don't. I suspect it was buying and selling things, but I don't have any idea.
And this is just my last. What kind of issues did he say he had with his wife? Do you remember any specifics? Was she just naggy?
Yes. His libido was, shall we say, higher than hers.
She what? Sorry.
She didn't want to do it as much as he wanted to.
Well.
Womp womp.
Okay.
Tale as old as time.
I believe
I don't know why that song came to my head.
I believe
Weird.
that you
It's
should be saying
weird.
profession as old as time. No offense intended.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
I have thoughts.
You guys give women so little credit.
I hope you come again, but not on such line of questioning. But,
Yes. Give her
It was-
a gold coin for your time.
Well, my time is worth much more, but thank you.
Hey,
Oh, snap. You're only worth what you value yourself at.
This is very true. And I value myself very highly.
Okay. All right.
Could ask her about the club.
You know, this is all real.
We
There's
didn't
no
ask her
magic.
questions about the club.
Is there anything? Yeah. Is there anything we need to know about
Yeah.
this club? Is it like an exclusive membership club, or can anybody
It's
just go?
exclusive, but sometimes I guess guests can come in.
I'd like to know if you've heard any. I'm assuming you have some dealings with them or have been to.
I think they are a violent,
their
mean
parties.
bunch. They're
But have you overheard anything that
Miserable
they might be up
bunch
to
of-
that's not that's sort of not with the law?
I think they are a miserable bunch. And they should all be arrested and put away.
Would they let us in if we just walked in the way we are? Or do you need some sort of code or?
I don't know. Maybe. They might try to kill you. Don't let their looks...
Do you need a cover?
Don't let their looks fool you. They are... Hey, don't let them fool you. They are much more evil than they appear.
Well, what are they known? What are they known for doing? What are they rumored to be up to?
Yeah, they are violent, beat people up, they steal money, they just awful people.
Okay.
All right. We should
all right.
be on our way.
Yeah.
One good fireball should do it.
Yeah.
In the house?
Yeah. I mean, I can burn the place down.
No, no.
Burn the witch
No.
down. Yeah. I mean, I feel kind of bad 'cause she's just renting. I don't know if they have like renters insurance or anything. But
I do have rented insurance. It won't cover, household goods.
yeah. No, I have some thoughts. I think we can talk about them on our way.
All right.
Let us go.
To the old boys club.
Okay.
Back down the hill.
So
You venture out
yeah.
into the market square. The music sound was playing the whole time. Anyway, you venture out. It's actually starting to quiet down. The sun is setting. You're venturing toward the center of town, and then toward
Sneak in there.
a large building on the outside of town.
No one will notice, all of us.
So we need to sleep for 2 days, 3 days, 2 or 3 days, right? Finish our long rest, right? 2, 3 days. But I
then we'll
think
get to the bottoms.
I think that it's what I'm experiencing. Okay, I think it's two completely separate, unrelated things, in a sense. So the bounty hunter that visited me today, he had made mention of Woden and about me kind of getting back to or communicating with Woden and some words like that. Edric is missing, who also was a follower of Odin.
And he seemed disturbed
and
at
he
what
seemed,
he saw.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe he saw what I saw, but I don't know. I can't confirm it, and he's not here. So I think there might be some other play involved there, and I think it's just a simple case of this gang, or whatever you want to call it, just kind of getting a little bit too, or maybe trying to send a symbol to someone by taking this job and murdering this guy and leaving him. I don't know if they're necessarily related.
I thought you just wanted to get out of town.
I do. I want to get out of here.
This place.
I want to get out of here. But believe me, I want to get out of here. We need to rest and move on.
Move on and then rest.
We can't solve every murder in every town. But we need to rest and we need to move on. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
But I think I need to get out of this place. There's something going on here, and I don't see any connections with anything else other than Woden right now. That's the only connection I see here.
That should be enough to make you stay, should it not?
Or it might be enough for me to get out of here. I don't know. Maybe this is not where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I'm supposed to be elsewhere. Maybe I'm needed elsewhere.
For something as tame as adultery, there seems to be too much going on besides that. For you to have seen your own body, for Kip to have seen his lost love the night before, it's too much.
We don't know what Edric was saying.
They are not isolated. They must be connected.
There's been no other connections that I've seen or heard of or at all, other than just the fact that a stranger comes to town, talking to me about Woden, and the fact that I've seen what I've seen, and Edric has seen something, and has been missing since.
Well, he saw a little boy.
I don't know that he shared that with us, though.
I think I asked him specifically.
That's the only connection that I see. Otherwise, it is just a simple case of adultery and jealousy and hiring some thugs that took it too far, possibly, or maybe more. But the question is whether or not we're going to go and solve this town's problem. Their prostitution problem. I mean,
it is what we do.
Prostitution?
Solve the problems or burn it all down. It's one or the other.
That's my thoughts. I just think I need to get out of here.
Frightened of a witch. What made you think of that?
Because these are the things that witches do. They make you see things. They play tricks on your mind. They manipulate your mind and your thoughts. And I mean, that's what they do, right?
It is true. They hex you.
Yeah. And there are many witches across the land.
What's your
here and there, but there is one witch we seek.
What is your deal with witches? I don't understand.
That's the witch that beguiled Orgarat. Cardinici.
We've seen, other than what I've seen, we've seen no other clue. Maybe the body was left at the well for us to go into the well, or maybe that means something. I don't know what else the connection is to why the body was there. Why not on the hill? Why not somewhere else? Why was it specifically that well?
The well had water in it, right? It was.
But I mean, what if maybe there's something else? I don't know. Why the well? The question is why not at the doorstep of the tavern or somewhere else? Why the well?
It did seem intentional.
Make a show. It was in the center of the square. I think this whole affair situation is a farce. I think whoever did this has something else going on, and they're taking advantage of the knowledge they know about the relationships that go on in this town to blind people and make them think that it's because he had an affair.
I completely agree.
And
They're using
maybe
it as
the
a nice
wife,
little bow.
yeah, maybe the wife did seek help, but that's not to say she went out on her own and sought it. Someone could have come to her and put the idea in her head and say, I'll take care of it. Or you can connect with this person.
But why the visions then? Why the visions? Where do they come from?
I don't know, but I don't want to.
It is,
I don't want more of
it is
this.
beguiling. It is enchantment.
That's why I think maybe it is a witch. Do you get any sort of magical sense from this house? From that house on the hill?
I did not try to see, but maybe I'll come back later under cover of night and see if I can see anything. My reserves are very low. There's little I can do before more sleep, just like you, Born.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But to run away from
yeah.
something that seems an affront doesn't seem right. I don't know what it is. It seems focused on us.
If someone is following you, whatever witch you're talking about, I don't think running is going to help. I think it's going to keep following you until you face it. Apparently, it has so far.
I'd rather face it not in a witch's trap. I'd rather face it on our own terms, if possible.
If she's following you, it'll always be on her turf. Unless you make her lose you for a moment and then regroup, but that obviously doesn't happen. So I personally have conflict with leaving places that I've traveled through a mess, even if I didn't cause it. I know that so far what I've gotten from this town is that there's not a great presence of law. And
We've left messes everywhere we go.
well, I'm not quite used to that, so I have to
They
be
were
honest.
good. They were good messes.
Okay.
We destroyed the bad and left it to rebuild.
I mean, they were fun.
They were really good messes.
Fine. It's good.
We can't do anything right now. We need to rest. Can't do anything.
This is the plan. You guys rest. I'll take the next 3 months as an initiate, and I'll join the old boys club.
Okay.
And once I'm inside,
running it.
once I'm inside,
We will rest and we will keep our eyes open.
Yeah.
So you guys go back to the Barbarossa's Reichstadt Inn.
And I'm looking for that Victor guy is there. If he's still around.
Victor the Redbeard
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
spoke with?
Yeah.
there's his
He's
beard
not in the bar.
on the ground.
Okay.
You go back into the tavern. It seems as though they've kicked out some of the
Tuberculosis.
some of the tuberculosis victims.
They died.
Much obliged.
There's a slightly bigger crowd. It's the end of the day.
They've been dumped
People
into
are
the well.
eating. So you guys are resting,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
That's the plan. Yeah, just
Unless you're
eating
doing
and
something
resting.
at dinner or discussing something, the night passes uneventfully. The next day, do you do anything? Nope. You stay in the tavern. The next
Yeah.
night passes uneventfully. You have completed a long rest.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
It's been like 3.5 months.
My first long rest since I've been back, guys. This is huge.
Huzzah!
Boys club's not going anywhere. They
Yeah.
can wait a couple days.
Yeah.
I don't remember how
Gotta
to
have
do
all
this.
my energy when we go into the boys' club.
Yeah, how do we hit points after a long rest? Do we get them all back? Or we roll?
You get,
Get 'em
all
all
back.
Yeah, and half.
Half your hit dice expended. Yes. And all of your spell slots, what have you, for your class. Yep.
Wow, look at that nice health number. It's so nice.
The next day, having completed a long rest,
We burned the witch's house.
what are you
To the
doing?
witch!
What
To the
are you
witch!
doing?
Lycoa's looking a whole lot better. No mangy
Nadius,
fur.
you've completed a long rest. What are you guys doing?
Well,
We continue to rest.
yeah.
Another week.
Another week.
So we have a fork in the road here, right? We can either leave town, continue onward, or we can go investigate the little boys club.
There's no fork in the road. There's the Borith and there's the Champions of the Sun.
Oh, that's fine.
We all want to stay.
Okay, then let's do that. And that's fine.
I'm good with leaving too.
I'm just saying,
we'd still be outvoted.
Simon is after a wish that we're hoping is here.
Yeah, we'd still be outvoted.
We have no, other than the visions that I've seen, and we think Edric have seen.
You're convinced it's a wish?
I mean,
you've said as much
most things convince me that it's a witch.
He thinks everything's a witch.
Historically, most things.
But now he's trying to convince us it's not a witch.
Outside of Kyber that he swore was a witch, and it was just a
He's
lie.
gonna be like 80 years old and realize that one of his braids is like a witch's hex. You know, like a little bag. This whole time!
So, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it,
I don't know.
but I'm just saying, there's something going on here. We have no, other than trying to solve some murder mystery, we have no other indication that there's anything else going on here. We have no other leads.
We don't.
We absolutely have something.
What do we have?
You saw and wrestled with your own body.
Yeah, but
You beat
And we're
and
still not
bludgeoned
sure-
something that wasn't even there.
And we're still not
Kip
sure if this
rolled
man-
through fields with his long lost love.
Yeah, but this is normal for me.
And we're still not sure if
You're
this
trying to
guy was
convince
We're
me.
saying there
as a
is
message
nothing
to us.
here.
So do you? What do you want? What do you
There
guys
is
want
no
to do?
bedazzlement. There is no enchantment here. Something is going on.
So then, what do we do? Where do you want to go?
I have no idea.
Let's
What
go to
was
the.
this about
Let's
Kip
go to
and
the
a
well.
long-lost love? I forget.
Let's
I
go to the
Okay.
well.
something.
We're gonna pause there.
It might be the drink.
Is everybody having a good
Like I
time?
missed something.
Yes.
Is
You
everybody
missed an
having a,
entire episode. It's like,
is everybody having a good time?
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many pages did you go back and forth?
Paper cuts everywhere.
Never pull back the curtain.
Railroading sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it does.
Yeah, it does.
Sometimes it does.
I'm the biggest advocate for railroading.
Sometimes I just want to go, you're going here.
I am
And,
the biggest fan of that.
Yeah, but I think there was a lot of great RP today, and so I was reluctant. I think there was a lot of great RP, and so I was reluctant to force anyone's hand in any direction, and I hope it didn't come across as though I did. I don't think I did. I think I left it pretty wide open. I mean, I kept dropping hints about things, but what you guys choose to bite on is up to you.
I'm lost. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
So-
know. I just
I wish I had been there for the bar conversation, and not somewhere else. I wish I was sitting at that
That's what
table.
Galela said. Like right after she left, she's like, "Oh, I wish I had stayed." It's like-
I just wasn't picking up.
I was like,
don't know.
"Oh, me too," and then I was
just
like,
wasn't
"Ooh, I
making-
have an option,"
connecting
and
the
I need
dots
to go
like that.
back.
Maybe it's just me again. We're just lost.
Oh no, I'm pretty lost. I was running back and forth.
Yes.
Well, just because I think I wrote a good story doesn't mean I wrote a good story.
I don't think it's a matter of that. It's just
not
a
that.
matter of
We just haven't discovered it yet.
It's just
Like, we haven't
piecing it
uncovered
together
Yeah.
in the moment of trying to like RP, and the thoughts aren't coming to me. Like I'm not, you're leaving breadcrumbs, but I may not be seeing them yet, and I may not be.
I mean, you're a barbarian.
And nobody
Oh,
at the
this is me.
table like metagames. We all
Right,
play
yeah.
our characters,
Which is great.
as if
Yeah.
like we don't know what's going.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
don't take that
No,
extra
that's
step,
awesome.
and that
I love it.
and that I think fits
Yeah.
with the table and with the way the story goes.
Yeah.
And we all fall into that, and I think that's great. It's not like, oh no, I'm gonna do this because mechanically that's the thing that
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
beat the
done.
game.
Yeah.
I want to beat D&D.
Yeah.
Mattias, what was your? Did you have a good time? I know you had some
I did.
hearing challenges, but did you have a good time?
I did.
What was your highlight?
Honestly, just the trying to figure out what was going on. I'm looking forward to this, to trying to figure out what exactly is happening, because I have no clue.
Okay. Okay. great stuff. I know that you were struggling with some hearing challenges there. Lots of RP tonight, and I'd like to reward RP. 1,500 experience points and 2 inspiration chits on your stack there. Awesome stuff. Brian, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time.
You did? For real?
Yeah,
okay. I mean, we talked about some things not related to what's going on tonight, and I think those things will happen. I just don't know when they're going to happen.
yeah.
Because I threw some. Sometimes I create some scenarios, and I'm like, this is a scenario. They'll get through this scenario in an hour.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, where did the night go?
Yeah.
You're like, holy crap, what did I do?
And we're still staring into the well.
I know. That's why I'm like, let's go back to
I
the
find
well.
a pebble and I drop it in and I stare at it. No, find a bigger pebble. No, smaller pebble. No, let's get a whole bunch of pebbles.
I'm thirsty. Let's go back to the third tail and then come back and throw a chicken down.
Down the well.
Throw it from the other side.
Yeah. Throw it faster.
Is there another well in town?
I got my spells back. I'm gonna fly up. I'm gonna drop it from very high, from as high up as I possibly can. Okay, I'm glad you had a good time. What was your highlight?
Then we leave 10.
And all the RP with everybody, it's so much fun. I mean, there's no one particular moment, but all the RP was just a lot of fun. It's fun watching everybody do their thing.
Okay, 1,500 experience points and 2 inspiration tokens, sir. Zubaydah, did you have a good time?
I did. I did.
Glad. What was your highlight?
I think this whole investigation thing is fun. I think.
Investigation.
Yeah, I think that's going clues and going to talk to NPCs and I think that all of that was a big highlight. It wasn't one specific moment, but I think that was in itself fun.
Okay, awesome.
We didn't have to kill everyone we talked to either, which was nice.
We didn't kill anybody. We could have. We think we would have all
You
died.
killed yourself, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
At least I got to punch something today.
You're level 8, correct?
Yes.
What is your new maximum hit points?
Oh, 73.
73. And what's the feat you picked up?
Magic
Initiate.
And I can send you the other.
Yeah, send me any
Spells
details in the
cantrips.
Discord.
Yeah.
If you want to send them privately, that's fine. So, level 8, level difference bonus of 2,500 plus 1,500, so that's 4,000 experience points. And 2 inspiration tokens. Okay, awesome. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the drive. Mark, did you have a good time?
Yes, I did, Tom. Thank you.
What was your highlight?
So I don't know. There's a couple things that I really enjoyed, which was especially ping-ponging. It's as soon as I want one place, I was like, oh, I really want to be here. And then I was like, oh, wait, I really want to be there. And I was like, oh, I have a chance. I'm going to go there. And then it was like, oh, I wish I didn't leave. It was there was a lot of I don't know where I want to go but either place is going to be pretty awesome. So we'll just go with how the game takes me. So that I really enjoyed that. But one that I thought was really great, Jesse, was the whole time you're just like, this is just a murder. Can we what's the deal here? And at the end you're like, the pieces are being put together. This is a bigger scheme. Yeah. And, you played that really well. You stayed with that the whole time. We're all like, there's something going on. You're like, no, it's just a murder, guys. I enjoyed that. Anyways, it was in character the whole time.
Oh, very cool. And you are level 9, correct?
Yes, we'll see. This
so the level difference bonus of 2,000 plus 50, so 3,500, and you have here's 2 tokens for it. All the RP tonight.
I think that's a ding.
Is it a ding?
It is.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Congratulations! Send me the roll. You know how to roll the hit die,
yes.
Either here or with the app, and then send me your changes. Awesome! Congratulations, Ryan. Did you have a good time?
Of course.
What was your highlight?
I really liked all the RP today. It was good, but I definitely am bummed that I missed Red, just because. What's it called? Our first YouTube subscriber talking to Borith is pretty good. It's pretty good.
What? How he knew everything about. We were joking that it was our first YouTube subscriber talking to Tom.
But no, I think with Baldur's kind of interest of building the reputation of the Champions of the Sun up to try to get that army to Osmangazi, it's nice to know that there's people out there hearing about us. Whether he's nefarious or not, I don't know. But it's nice to know.
Never trust anyone.
It's a good point that it's just a reminder that things are happening in the world, even though they're not happening here.
Yeah,
like that's
like that zombie plague.
Yeah,
I was worried about that
zombie plague.
I was kind of worried about that one.
Oops. Yeah, we just left.
And you were level 12,
we were like,
right?
we were like, we cannot fix a zombie plague. We're out of here.
Literally just left that. That's right.
Oh, gosh.
You're level 12, correct?
Hopefully not for long.
So 500 experience point difference bonus plus 1,500 is 2,002 tokens for you, sir.
Is that
enough?
Right,
Ding?
120?
I'm sorry?
120 is what
Yeah,
you need?
120 is the...
So we did it. 13.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Wow. Look at that. 2 dings in one night. Awesome. Congratulations. That's terrific. Simon, Jess, did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
What was your highlight?
Like Mark said, I enjoyed playing like this is like crap. Like it's just a petty dispute, and then like some of the pieces finally coming together. I've been looking back in my notes, and I'm hoping things are going maybe a direction, but I don't know. And missing the conversation with the Redbeard. Oh man, he's talking about the tunes.
Except that my red beard.
He's talking about the
face.
tunes. He's from
Yeah,
the
but what am
Teutonic
I-
Order. They're destroying the magic items, like all that stuff. Like he knows all about us. Like he's like been tracking us. He knows Morton. Like. Oh man!
It just seemed like a bounty hunter to me.
But if I was,
I don't know how you didn't kill him right there. I don't know how you didn't
kill
just
anything.
kill him.
You can't kill anything. I couldn't even, if a mouse ran under my table, I couldn't kill it.
I was waiting for
I
something.
hurt myself.
I mean, like Hoa only had 9 hit points. I was like, well, I guess they're both dead today.
Right.
He's gonna do it.
Like that conversation was shooting off all sorts of
wonder
red
what he would have
flags
said if he
for me
knew that I was with the
as a player at the table.
I'm just a dummy.
And if I had been there as Zyman,
You're frazzled.
I probably would have been a
couldn't
lot
think of
more
anything.
upset with what was going on. But
I thought it was going in a different direction.
I'm glad the way it played out.
I was just
with
hyper
Warren
focused
Day.
on the fact of the things that I was seeing. That's what was in my mind. I wasn't thinking about all the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, very, very cool. You're still level 13, 1,500 experience points, and 2 inspiration tokens. Guys, I'm very generous with inspiration. I love inspiration. If you can make more for me,
we got to start using them.
I got 1 left, which means you guys got to use them. You don't have to use them right now. I'm just saying use them. I reward them because I think I love role play and I want to reward
We
role
haven't
play.
been rolling very much to really use them. To be honest, we haven't really rolled.
It is kind of funny when you think about it. We get them most when we role play.
Yeah.
And then we just have to remember to use them during combat. So we build up
Or
and then
use
spend.
it for something.
Well, that's exactly what. Or use them for something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've been really bad about spending.
Because I have a nice little stack.
Or don't. I just don't have. So if I'm being stingy in the future, it's
You have a lot
I
too.
do.
it's because I don't have any more. You can give them to
Only been
people.
here for look, she's got them.
She's got all of them.
That's good though. That's good.
I had a long diatribe because I thought this was going to go in a different direction. So there was a long thing here at the end, with some music in it. I have some music in the background for it because I thought this was going in a different direction.
I was feeling
But it didn't go in that other direction. It's all cool. I had a great time. And I didn't even touch my wine, and I still had a good time. So I
didn't
didn't.
take a
I
break.
normally.
We didn't take a break.
I didn't. I was like a break, but I was like I didn't want to give you a break, not because I didn't want to give you a break, but I'm like I want to move this along. I want to move it along, and I want to move it along. And then I was like, if I give a break, then I might not move it along. I even made a new break video.
Really?
Yeah, we have a brand new break video.
Nice.
And if any of you watched the tests over the past couple of weeks, you may have seen the break video in the background. And I have another break video in my mind, which is a crazy one. But Either way. So it is what it is. Awesome stuff, guys. I had a great time. Thank you for watching Seven-Sided Die's Carpathian Adventure. Again, no diatribe tonight, guys, because it was a special one, and it's
Off the rails.
off the rails. It doesn't. You don't think it did, but it did. Again, we would like to thank Sirenscape for the use of their audio sound effects. That's www.syrinscape.com. Thank you, artists Yenu and Silky Noir, for the terrific character art. Please patronize them via the @Yenu draws on Instagram, @Yenu on Tumblr and Twitter, and patronize Silky Noir on DeviantArt. Please comment in the Twitch chat room, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. While we do this strictly for fun, please let us know how we might improve the stream. Lastly, please follow us on Twitch and on Instagram. Please like on Facebook and YouTube, and please subscribe on YouTube. We appreciate every single one of you. We went a little bit over because we started a little bit late. Always remember, in the Carpathian Adventure, the journey is the destination, and tonight was a perfect example of that. And we will continue the journey in 2 weeks. So for now, thank you for watching. Roll a 7-sided die and have a good night.
Play some Dungeons and Dragons!